song.
Banana bar. I'm a banana bar.
I like how we all knew that you were done.
I wasn't going to keep going. That means I'll mess up.
Like 3 more in there.
No, there was one more.
I've had 2.
Unfortunately,
And
Charter
you've had
just found
2.
out that there was only 1 Swiss cake remaining.
2 plus 2 is 4. There should be 2 left.
Oh.
I only saw one.
Well, Ben
There's discord in the Boney household.
Okay, I ate it.
F
I
in
was gonna
chat
say,
for
I
the
didn't do
Swiss
it,
cake
so-
roll.
F in chat.
F in
Rip.
chat.
It's been a delicacy since I was 3.
So, currently, you all are standing in the midst of an underground lair in the Amsham Desert, gazing upon the desecrated corpse of the blue dragon. What would you like to do?
I didn't look up when you started giggling. Why'd you start giggling
Because it's
about
still on
that?
fire.
It is?
I think so. Yeah.
Why is it on fire again?
Because
She lit it up with
I
when
lit
she
it
was
on
the
fire.
fire elemental,
Oh.
and it was burning up the
My
whole time.
bad.
And I never got to
So-
punch it, not once.
Mhm.
Not even once.
I drew a picture of their Emerald Fate. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's good. Thank you.
So at this moment, what would you guys like to do?
Um,
Oh, I did want to say before you start that your friends, Marlin, Bailey,
Are they
and
alive?
Scratches,
Surely
all
they leveled up. Thank goodness.
Yay!
for being
Oh
a part
my
of this. So
God.
there's the new character
got
sheets.
Marlin.
Here's me.
Thank goodness.
That's
Give
you
her
can-
her boyfriend.
Yeah, there's both of them.
Who's my
So-
boyfriend?
My boyfriend. Wow.
I always date the elves.
So if you have the old sheets, you guys can just throw those in the trash.
I don't have nothing.
Don't you want to frame them? Put them on the wall?
We'll wait till they get to like level 20, then we'll frame them.
Yeah.
If they get to level 20, we'll have played this game
They're
for
about
too
half
long.
your level.
Yeah.
So it's,
Let's play, or let's wait until we become famous, and then we can sign them.
I am famous.
I'm
Notorious.
famous for the amount of potassium that you should be having every day. Eat your
so the
vegetables.
dragon's on fire.
Yep.
How long is it going to be on fire?
Good question.
I mean, a while, typically.
Is it like...
it's just like
just
lingering
smoldering.
flames. Like it's not like a.
Okay.
Not a raging
It's not
inferno.
a. Yeah. it's
Has
not,
Topic already severed the head? I think that happened.
No.
I feel like Kopic would have started.
Did that happen at the end?
I don't
can't remember.
think
I think it was
so.
discussed, but I don't think it happened.
If you guys tell him to, he will not hesitate.
Topic don't. Yeah. Okay.
He's got-
We got a
why not?
lot of money.
Yeah, we got some.
And no, I
money.
do not have any note that he started sawing off the head.
Okay.
Oh, he did start song.
I do not have a note for that.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But
I
I
would
would
like
assume-
to approach the face of the dragon
Okay.
and study in a magical sense.
I'm going to say that Kopic
Okay.
is waiting for you to tell him that
Just-
he can cut it off.
Glean what I can from its body and its magical nature.
Okay. You can make an Arcana check. If you like.
While he's doing that, can I look at the giant tiara that she was wearing and like take some time
It's in your
to try to
mouth.
figure out what's going
It's
on?
in your
I'm wearing
mouth.
it like a
If you
bandolier.
guys want to take a short rest
I
here.
thought we left it.
Oh, we left it with the crew.
Yeah, on the floor.
Are we? Have they?
Well, they'll probably like come down and rejoin you.
Okay.
And also, kind of like lurking in the background are those two tentacle faced.
that we don't know
Think
that they're
of a dollar.
inherently bad. Yeah, I'm gonna take the tiara and like put it on me, and then just kind of like start looking at it. and then like rolling it whenever I get to a new section.
It would take kind of like an hour of spending
wait.
time with this, but you can definitely do that.
Do I have any meta magic left?
Choose to.
Give me a second.
I don't know.
I'm not asking anybody but myself. I'm just talking out loud.
Okay.
Hey guys, I think it's a little funky. Just saying, I don't know about you, but there's not a lot of dragons in the world. I mean, you know, not a lot. And the fact that she just stumbled upon a tiara that was her size is a little funky. Don't you guys think that's a little weird? I mean...
For the kids!
For the kids! Huzzah! Do you guys think it's a little weird that she was able to stumble upon something that, I don't know, fit her perfectly?
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like.
I'd like to make an Arcana check.
I don't know if that
And maybe
dragon...
I don't trust you check.
Stumbled upon it.
Yeah, if the dragon's really old.
14.
14. You'd probably be smart enough to know that the crown upon your head didn't really fit your head perfectly until you became attuned to it.
No.
Magical items have a way of changing their size and shape, sometimes even look, depending on who they're attuned to.
I then get really excited and start studying it. And I'm like, what is it? Did you guys know that
rolled
hats
8.
just fit?
Wait, if I pay the $1, do I have to use the new roll?
You don't have to use
I can pick the... Okay, I have not rolled again yet. I really want to know. The exact same roll. You got a free $1.
All right!
For the children.
There you go.
For the kids!
13.
13? Okay. What about it are you trying to, like, determine? Like, what do you...
I want to know more about how it shaped its environment and to distort the magical energies to create a layer.
Okay.
Because it had more power, storm power stuff here than it did elsewhere.
Yeah, your assessment of that is that the older dragons get, the more in tune with the magical weave they can become.
Right.
Not all dragons can be as powerful with arcane magics like Ravan was.
Yeah.
But some that get very intelligent and can start to do arcane studies, they can inherently like channel that innate spell, that nature that they have of just knowing how to interact with the weave and bend it to their will. So Ravan was a very old dragon.
Yes. Okay.
And so she learned how to channel it, and thus, as these dragons get older, they learn how to channel it. When they create their lair, they put these natural magical defenses up.
I don't like that we were out here killing old ladies. Y'all.
She deserved it.
She did. She was a mean old biddy. But
Yeah.
but I don't know, she got here all that way. It's kind of sad. It's like watching a big old building fall down. All the architects that made it. It's real sad.
She was a big building. She was a brick house.
She was a brick house. This is stupid.
I'm partially having a heat stroke. That's why. Okay.
Wow.
This
gonna
is
be
a
that
little
kind of
bit
night.
of that kind of night.
So, I have these thoughts about this dragon, but I have no one to share them with because nobody cares about magic like I do. So I'm
What?
going to keep them to myself.
Opo cares about some
Scarves.
things. She cares about... Yes, she does care about scarves.
Yeah.
She cares
You
about
care
fun
about-
facts.
Oh, you care about dragons. I'll tell you.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a
Okay.
buy-in with some dragons here, so you may be obligated.
Well, how are you feeling?
Overwhelmed, but better.
It's like when you almost fall off a cliff and then you don't, and then you feel better later, but not at the moment.
I've
You'll
never
feel better.
almost fallen off a cliff.
What?
before.
How is this a
Everybody's
relatable
almost fallen
experience
off
to you?
You know, when you get nervous like something's about to happen. But it
Yeah,
doesn't
but
happen.
I don't usually...
I thought we were going to die, and then we didn't. So
But
that's
specifically the cliff thing, that's not a universal experience.
today it is.
Okay.
Okay, so great. It's gonna be okay. I think probably. There's no more big blue dragon. Here.
We need to
No.
take Silas to sensitivity training.
I do have a very high charisma, which is
Do you?
yeah. I need to work on that.
It's like, someone with high intelligence but still doesn't know how to do math because nobody taught him.
Well,
It's you.
I have the capability of being charismatic. That doesn't mean I employ that skill often. Anyways, what I've gleaned from this dragon is that to be as powerful as it was, you need age and attunement to the magical leaf of the universe, which I'm a little upset at the moment because I will never be as old as this dragon. So I guess I need to... Do I want to be more powerful?
There are ways. I mean, we could figure out a
Should I
way.
stop aging? Do we need to figure that out?
I mean,
I want to be immortal. Is that possible?
I've heard people doing that, but they look real ugly after.
I already don't look great.
Like, you ever heard of those Lich King things? I've heard about them. I read about them, really, actually. Never seen them. Thank God.
I don't want to be dead or undead.
Don't those
I wanna be
wizard
alive.
people... Wait, who's the... They
As-
talk to
as
the
you're saying this,
deities
one of
and
the
stuff?
players in the background say, there are other ways.
Continue.
No.
It's a very elaborate process.
Will I be ugly?
Let's just say you just might not be who you once were.
No, I want to be me. Thank you, though. Me is great.
He slinks back into the
Me.
shadows.
Me.
Oh man.
Me.
How do you give someone's mind a lozenge?
I see what you're saying.
How do you...
I
how?
smell what you're stepping in.
I'm gonna roll that back. I'm gonna take myself out of this conversation, and I'm just gonna make fun of him to his face.
Okay.
You got a funny voice, cephalopod man. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's funny
I'm
because he
confused.
talks through our mind, but he
Yeah.
talks so raspy.
Why? Like, why?
Why can't he just
Can you pick voices?
make it
Can you pick something else?
sexy?
Yeah. I mean, arguably, it could be sexy. I don't
Immediately
know.
changes his voice to sound like Barry White.
Let's get it on.
Dragon has been slain.
Thank you, kind
Oh
traveler.
man.
Puts on a Scottish accent.
You eat that so slow.
It's so rich. There's so much
I did
chocolate.
like 2 bites. I'm a monster.
Oh my god! No wonder there aren't any more ho-ho cakes or
Right?
something out
These
here.
rolls.
Cake rolls.
You ate them all. Did you say egg rolls?
No Swiss cake rolls.
Oh, I was like Swiss egg rolls, and I was like,
Ugh.
okay.
Anyways, well, we did the thing. We got.
Timeline.
So as far as like, I know you're spending time with the tiara.
I'm
The
sorry.
bandolier
Anything else
tiara.
like mechanically that you guys wanted to do here?
Um,
Because you did find other
Yeah, we
items
found a couple
too.
of things.
So I didn't know if you guys wanted to.
Copic has a bottle. I have a scepter. I think that was just money though. Obu has a scroll tube. That's all I wrote down.
no, I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything else in here.
Yeah, the
I'm
bottle, the
just
scroll
talking.
tube, and the scepter
Yeah.
all kind of gathered up together to be a total of 33,000 gold and 33,000 platinum. Isn't that right?
I thought that gold was a.
That was just coins and like little gems and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so it's that all and the bottle, scroll tube, and scepter.
33,000 gold, 33,000 platinum.
Yeah. And then on top of that, scroll tube, bottle, scepter.
Okay.
I didn't write down anything about.
I didn't, about what they were, if they were, like, fancy or anything.
I think the scepter was just like pretty.
The scepter is the
It
one
just-
that looks like the coronation thing. It looks like
Yeah.
it came in the
Yes.
box of the two. The
Yes.
scroll tube,
Mhm.
is there anything in
I
the
have
scroll
no idea
tube? Have
about
I
that.
checked?
There is. There
I
is
would
a
like to check.
scroll that looks like it has arcane writing all over it.
Can I lean what school of magic, or is that a detect magic thing?
That'd
That's
be a
a detect
detect magic thing.
I don't have that. I'm not.
You could
I'm
spend
not
the
wizard.
short rest to with it.
Not
and
now.
Identify. What
I don't
it
want to
is.
be here.
Okay.
very long.
Okay. Well, she's taking a short rest.
Oh,
yeah,
you are?
Yeah,
I think
with
I'm
the
gonna.
tiara.
I want to know what
So
this tiara is. I know
if
it allows you
everybody
to
wants to
control
pick
something.
an item during the
Copic.
short rest, you guys could spend time with
Copic
the
will
items.
look at the bottle.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Copic will take his time.
Do you wanna look
Or
at
do
the
you
scroll
want him to be
tube?
working on hacking the dragon's head off while you guys are.
We do need to take the dragon's head back to.
So I think that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, he's definitely doing.
Take the dragon head back. So he can do that. I'll sit with the bottle. Or
Alright.
the scroll. Either one.
Do you want to do the scroll? If
I don't
you're-
care. I'll sit with something.
Okay.
So you guys take the time to sit with those, short rest.
Short rest.
Meanwhile, the rest of your party is just kind of like licking wounds and regathering things and collecting up all the gold and platinum and putting it in proper containers to get ready to carry.
Scratches is probably literally licking his wounds.
Oh yeah, he probably.
Gross.
Yeah.
I don't think they got hurt
No,
at all.
but he's
I
still
think,
probably
I
licking.
think Bayleaf used all his spell slots on top.
Yeah, he did.
But that was, I think, all that happened.
I can't find the short rest button.
So
Oh, there it is.
to let you guys know the items, the spell scroll tube contains a 9th level
What?
spell of invulnerability,
Oh.
which is a pretty big spell, big ticket item. The bottle, upon spending time with it, reveals that it is what's called a universal solvent. It is actually in the D&D Beyond. If you guys want to take a look at it, if you search universal solvent, it is one of the magic items in D&D Beyond. The tiara, after spending time with it, you reveal that it is this.
Oh, God.
Okay, so invulnerability. What was the
Universal solvent.
Okay,
And
I pick how many.
you guys already
Reroll,
yeah,
right?
you get 11.
you guys already figured this out.
And your
The
D8's
scepter is
eights.
just from an age from long ago and is worth a lot of gold.
Okay. That's a D8.
Oh, wow.
My hit dice were terrible.
So Dolly's tiara of mind shielding. While attuned, the wearer gains advantage on intelligence saving throws and has resistance to psychic damage.
I only get this
The
one.
wearer can also cast third level spell non-detection. Oh, where you're able to hide a target from divination magic. Huh.
I mean,
So is that how we were unable to find her? Or how?
It's part of it. She used that to, you can determine she probably used that to stay out of harm's way for a long time and for deter people from finding her lair. Also, she used that as a way to be fruitful against the mind flayers because it is strength against everything that they are good at and able to. So the intelligence saving throws and the psychic damage that it negates.
I think that you should wear this, Willow. Because, I mean, if anybody manages to get your identity and they try to, like, scry, this would be one way to hide from that. And then, additionally, I feel like this would just be good defense for you. I mean, if you'd like to wear it. Of course, don't wear it now.
it's kind of
As a...
it's kind of ugly.
I
Maybe
mean-
maybe it'll change the way it looks.
If you
when
think
put
really
on,
hard
like,
about it.
magic
I think
items
so.
too. Yeah, maybe like
vines. Leaves.
what druid stuff. Yeah, sure.
Ugh.
Teacups. Bees.
Bees.
I want to take the giant bandolier tiara and I want to just go thunk and put it on her, and it's going to be 20 times larger
It's
on
a
her.
hula hoop.
Like jumping out of it.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
I lift it up and I'm like, come on, come on.
Were the rules for attunement, do you have to spend a long rest with it or is it a short rest to attune?
It is 1 hour.
So it's short. Okay.
Who is so
Okay, wait a second. So you've already attuned to.
No, I have not
You've-
attuned to
She
it.
used the
you-
short rest to just
Got it.
Yeah.
identify
So
it.
we'd
If
have-
you spend a short rest with a magical item in the rules, you can determine what it is and what it does.
I also
Okay.
already have a tiara on,
That's true.
and if I took this
Where
off,
to?
I would ask the gods if I could. The only issue is I really don't want to take this one off because if I do, I become very dumb, and
That's
it's really hard
true.
knowing what you know and then knowing you can't ever
Knowledge
access
is
that
curse.
again. It's you ever read Flowers for Algernon? It's that. And it's a good book written here, and it's called Ye Old Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
It's a good book. It's real sad, and I don't want that to happen to me. Nobody take my tiara off.
It's gonna be okay. I think.
Okay. Just really emotional. We just defeated a dragon and I didn't even punch him once. She's still on fire, guys.
It's fine.
a lot.
Do the scales of the dragon have any magic properties to them?
They can be harvested and used to.
Let me get some of those. Copics
Okay.
can help me.
Sure, go ahead. Copic with the help give you. We'll call this a nature.
Okay.
And you can get advantage on it.
But you're better at nature. Oh well, Copic doesn't know anything about nature. Ooh, 16 plus 6. I have a plus 6.
What?
I forgot that I'm from the ocean.
You're from.
22.
Yeah, so you and Copic start like carefully like carving some of the scales and
My nature's actually not
hide
that
off
good.
the dragon. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably the same
Sweet.
for me.
Mhm.
I have no idea what my
I
nature
have
is.
I'd like just like a.
Yeah, no,
Ag.
+4.
Why is mine only +1?
Willow, what are we doing? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
She's going through a lot.
I have gone through a lot.
Okay, do you need a minute? Do you need a day?
And she needs a bit. Calm down.
Wait.
Well, we have to wait on Copic.
Copic's like,
Anyways,
so you want me to chop off his head?
That's perfect.
surprisingly accurate.
That was like, what? That was really good.
You may begin. Do you want to kick it in the head one time before he does that?
No.
I will.
You kick it.
Yeah.
Copic kicks it once too, just for giggles, and then starts hacking at the neck. With
I
the
want to
sword.
turn her head away from the hacking because I feel like it's a little much for
Much.
everything we've gone through, and then I just want to pat her on the back. Be like, hope you start feeling better.
Thanks.
Copic is laughing with glee.
No.
He's hacking away.
About
Yeah.
how long would it take him to do that?
Not very. It's Copic, not very
Okay.
long.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Couple of
decide
minutes.
if I tuned this, I'd have to do it before we leave because I can't carry a hula hoop.
Oh no, if you attune to it, it'll get smaller.
I know,
Right, we
but
have to
I'm not
figure out
attuned to it.
Oh, I can carry it. Do you want me to? I mean, yeah, like, watch. I'm carrying it. No hands.
No
No hands, Mom.
While you guys are doing this and talking about the carrying and everything, Bayleaf and everybody, they're like grabbing old like containers and crates and boxes that have been like strewn about the lair, and they're loading them full of like gold and platinum and gemstones, and you guys are putting all your money kind of in all these.
We need a
It's like-
horse.
It's like, how are we gonna carry all this? And then one of the mind flayers like speaks into your minds and says, "Oh, yeah, up above, there is several wagons strewn about the dragon's lair.
They did have to get the treasure here somehow.
True.
Yes, Ravan used to pick wagons up and bring
Oh.
them all the way back.
Enterprising lady. So what are you
The
guys
problem
gonna
is
do
there
now?
aren't any more horses or anything to pull them.
I could be a horse.
You can.
Pretty cool. Do you see me? Do you see me?
Convenient.
Yeah, it is actually really convenient. You know, like when I was back home and we had to like plow, fields and stuff, just like and then wagon.
I never heard a horse make that noise before.
No, that's me transforming into a horse.
Oh, next time you transform, please do that again.
It's the Lightning
I
McQueen
do it
noise.
every time I transform into anything. So I mean, there's a lot of field. Very
Do it
cool.
louder so I can hear you next time.
What are you guys gonna do, cephalopodians? Or said I say cephalopardians?
Well,
Hey.
to be honest, we plan to vacate this premises as soon as we completed the repairs. It shouldn't be long.
You can repair that thing that fast?
They need the
Well,
thing from the
it
place.
was close to being repaired before you came along, and then our process was delayed slightly.
Okay. Well, good luck with that. Do you?
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Could you do us a favor?
Depends. What's the favor?
Would you mind keeping our presence from the knowledge of the city nearby?
If there's one thing that I've learned, it's mind your damn business. So, yeah, you good. Yeah.
Sure. I don't-
Dog has returned.
How did she
opened
do
the
that?
door. She opened the door.
She straight up
And
opened
she's
the door.
walking right towards the cables. No, you're
Begone,
not gonna do
beast.
that. You're not gonna do that, doggy.
For everyone on the internet, the dog is
Here's,
This
big.
here's the terrible
The
terror.
beast.
Godzilla.
Oh
This
my
dog's
god.
ill.
have to go to Graceland's room.
We didn't have any, like, inklings of ill will from them, right? Except for the fact that they killed Aster.
Well, they were being.
Yeah, so we don't have any inklings of ill will. I'm having a
Yeah.
really hard time separating them in my
I know.
brain.
We talked about that all the
Yeah.
way over. I'm like, I don't know.
So, I mean,
They're chaotic. Good for all I know.
so yeah, we could just... I think Oba would be like, alright, I guess,
Peace. Me.
Oh, thank you. And they seem to just like hover and slink back into the shadows.
sure. You don't want any gold, do you?
No, we don't have a desire for this dragon's treasure.
Sweet.
More
More
for
for me.
me.
Bayleaf's like, fine.
Pass me that pouch. Okay, here's this one.
Ow!
Bayleaf, come on.
Okay, so technical question: how much gold can we put in platinum? Can we put in the bag of holding?
Isn't it infinite?
No.
It's not a. Was it like 500
It's
pounds or something like that?
That's a lot.
Didn't we say though that 30-something thousand gold didn't even reach?
500 pounds.
Oh,
That's how much the bag holds.
how much does one gold piece weigh?
I don't
Less
remember.
than a pound.
Yes.
I will
Thank
say you will need more than just
Sure.
what you can. You're gonna need to like put it on something
Yeah.
to carry it back. It's an
Well,
awful
we
lot.
have people, and so a lot of it can go in there, but I'm gonna hold most of mine. I want my money on me.
Yeah, you're gonna hold most of it.
I'm gonna keep most of it. Shoot, I can poke holes in it, put it in necklaces, put it in my ears. Let's go. That's my money.
Walking around with gold rolling out
Yeah.
your ears.
I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna put it on a scarf, line it up on a scarf, tie the scarf, and then put more scarves
So
on
your
Thing
it.
where
neck
you
is
like
gonna-
tie the bottom of your pants really tight. And
Yep.
Yeah,
fill it
fill
up.
your
Yeah.
pants up.
Yep,
She would totally do that.
it's just
Parachute
underneath my
pants.
hair. It's it's everywhere.
Walking around.
Having a good time.
Okay. So again, Willow, what are we taking this money back to Knollbun? Or just gonna pay the crew the gold and we get the platinum? I like that
Yeah,
idea.
I think that's a
Yeah.
decent idea.
The crew,
now-
not the city. Nobody in the city.
No, I thought we said the city.
I just said the crew, and you said yeah.
No,
So that's
no.
a vote for my idea.
It's not. I'm rolling it back. I say we give the gold to the people who have been displaced, not to the city itself, because I want the money to go straight to the people, and it might cause a lot of chaos. Oh, wait a minute. We got to worry about some decline though, because they might, now that all the people will have gold, they'll raise all the prices so they can get all the gold from the people, and then they'll just exploit them.
And then the tax is still 50%, or whatever ludicrous number it was.
We need to talk to the mayor of Goldblum. Knollbam.
Knollass.
Knollass.
Yeah.
We need to go No. You know what? We can't fix the economy.
The mayor of Goldblum? Isn't that the actor
Yes.
from Jurassic
Shush.
Jeff Goldblum?
Shush.
Yes.
So
I truly wanted to be him for Halloween.
with the money we have, we also could just take the displaced people and undisplace them somewhere else.
Take the city
Yeah, and
and
move
move
it.
it somewhere else. You know that Chris hasn't ever watched SpongeBob, so he never gets any of my references.
Shame.
That's you, Chris. Yeah, we could. Are there any more boats in the dock?
We have the money for the boats.
But are there boats?
I don't know.
Well, we have to have boats to pay the boat people to take them away.
Is the Rodamian boat still there?
We can make one of those things. What is it that rich people do that they bequeath to people? We could make one of
Yachts.
those things.
Oh.
I don't know what a yacht is, but okay. We take one of those things, a trust, a treasury or something, a trust, and we say this is only to get people out of here. We decree.
Yeah, and
Then who
I was
does
gonna-
that?
yeah.
Bayleaf kind of looks at all of you and he's like, well, the dragon's dead now, right? So
Well,
why do they
yeah.
have- why do they
Why
have
do
to
they
leave?
have to leave?
Well,
They can
because
return home.
The city's overrun though. It's crowded, right?
Well, they
But
can.
the people flock
that's
to the
true.
city.
They flock
they can
to
go
the
to their
city.
cities that are no. They can go to their
They get this new hope. They can rebuild.
This is true.
Perhaps
So that
that's what they can use the money for.
Why are
they can
you
take the
this
money and
smart
run.
right now?
Thank
Take
you,
the money
baby.
and run?
They can take the money and run
Yeah.
to their other houses.
No, great. I don't want to give them too much now.
Oh, God, no.
I mean,
no.
I really like Captain's idea.
We spent all this time packing it up in these boxes. I don't think so.
Yeah. Wait, a full day's labor.
Yeah. This
Worth.
was a lot. We
I mean,
fought a
my
dragon.
time is worth 33,000
I
gold.
mean, think about it. What's the hourly going rate for killing a dragon? Probably about 30,000 platinum. 33,000
Per
platinum.
hour.
You guys
per
hear yelling
hour.
from the background of your conversation. Head's done! You want the wings too?
Oh, no. Please,
Do
the
we
wings.
need new sails?
How about the tail?
That would be the most
That'd be
horrifying
really
ship on the
cool.
ocean. Oh my
That'd be
god.
really baller. You're like,
2 giant sails of dragon's wings.
they'll never recognize us, guys. Oh,
That
look,
would be
it's
pretty-
the dragon's bane.
badass.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really cool. We could
You
name
know,
it
if
Dragon's
another
Bane.
dragon saw us, we would be the biggest target in the world.
Either that or we'd be a big old deterrent. They'd be like, oh no, that dragon
Yeah.
looked green.
On a scale of 1 to really large, how big is a wing?
Really large.
Yeah, not so. Is it
I mean, you
possible?
can fold it up.
Right.
Still would like
Oh.
put one on a wagon, and it would like
Like a
stick
slinky.
off the wagon.
Okay,
Probably.
but it's gonna rot.
Does
You
it?
could-
We got
you
a
could try to-
leather
You could try to
tan it.
link multiple wagons together to take
We
your,
could tan
to your
it.
caravan of
You
treasure.
could tan it. It is leather. They are leathery worms.
Mm-mm.
Dragon worm.
Funny.
Hmm.
Funny, haha.
We're gonna need a lot of money to pay somebody to tan a dragon wing too.
I think I'm good.
I like the idea,
Yeah.
but the mechanics of it are pretty tough.
You know, it's kind of dry in here. Maybe it'll preserve.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a problem for another day. I want to get my money somewhere.
Now, are
safe.
you guys gonna like plant a seed here before we go or something? Some druid
Plant a
stuff?
seed?
I don't know, druid stuff.
That's extremely reductive.
Here we are.
How rude.
When you grow
What?
cactus in the sand, I don't know.
What do you do? Just live in your house all day and that's on your back? I don't know. Let's insert. You can't even get shoes that are right size for your feet because they don't even make them, you turtle. What? You want to keep going? You want to keep
That
going?
was reductive.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
about
I'll fight anger with
that was
anger.
about my physical body and not about my way of life.
Both are awful. You look funny. Ha!
Are you two done?
I don't even know why I'm here anymore.
Are you done?
I am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know how to be mean.
I am too. Calvin comes in, he's drenched in dragon
Oh,
blood.
blood
It's
everywhere.
His gold armor is not gold.
Red gold, rose gold.
Oh, rose gold. Ooh. All right, guys.
Sword cut right through it.
Good.
One swing, right?
A couple.
Let's roll out.
Okay. Well, we have
Before we go,
yeah.
thank you all for helping me with this. It's been really hard lately. From losing my home, losing my family, losing myself, finding out who I am, losing my family again. I feel like I lost my purpose. And I think I'm starting to get it back now. So, thank you.
It was worth it for many reasons, not just the
Just
selfish
because
ones.
you want to make a ship.
I
sail out
decided
of
not
dragon.
to. It was for you and for your family and these people, and I'm trying. But I did get a lot of money too.
There it is.
Yeah. So everybody wins, right?
I would say
Except
that this is
Ravan.
a bit of a better thing to set out and do. I was originally looking just for vengeance for that old man and the snake in the bottle thing. But, saving a whole town seems a little bit, better. I didn't have anything else to do.
I don't want to be like a hero. I don't think.
I don't mind that. The old fogies back home would be like, oh my god, Obu did what?
You can take it all.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will. They're also mean old biddies. Just so you know. Druids, we're not really all that nice. I don't know about you. Your family?
We're all we were very close.
Elves? We're all just stuck up.
Yep.
Snooty.
I'll take the notoriety, but I don't want people to be like, "Oh, look at Silas." Ah.
I do that every time I see you.
Yeah, I know.
No, ah!
Snooty.
Yeah.
Well, let's figure out how to get all this up this glass surface back outside. That'll be a challenge.
Anybody
So
need any
we're-
scarves
We're taking the
for
head.
tying up your hands or
back.
something?
Maybe we should
Are we?
go to the ship and then to the city. You know? Oh yeah, because we parked the boat.
Yeah.
Parked the boat. I'm talking like Sea of Thieves.
the
We
boat?
docked the ship
Mhm.
somewhere outside of the city.
Hmm?
So we'll go to the ship first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not letting anybody see that I got money.
Slight issue.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the city's not very happy with us.
They will when we come.
Yeah,
with
but when we
money.
have a lot of money, they leave.
Correct. You maybe giving the dragon head would be or proof.
Yeah,
That
we're
the
gonna
threat
take the
is
dragon
gone.
head to them.
Are we gonna give it
Maybe
to them?
that. I don't know. That's the question.
I don't need the dragon head. They can have it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Because I was about to send Copic back in
I
there
got
and
this-
really
I
hack
got
off
it.
the wing. Because at that point, give them the dragon wing if you really wanted the head.
We can send the people back to their homes.
Hmm.
Give them the opportunity to start over.
You know?
Copic has the
Oh.
loudest voice, so we should get him to say stuff to
Oh, no,
yell
wait.
while we get into the city.
Is that what you want to do? That?
Yeah, I want to yell and be like, "Hey, we come in peace. We've killed the dragon," and then he can hold the dragon head above his head, be like this.
We can just let them hold.
Kopic's
just let 'em
like,
hold
he
it.
looks at you all and he's like, I'm really tired.
He's on.
I think I fell unconscious at least 6 times.
Okay, Copic, would
He's
you like to
got
nap?
marks all over his armor and wounds everywhere.
Oh shoot!
He was like trying to get the head off. He's just so
Yes.
tired.
We also, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of need to repair my stuff a little bit, and I know that Copic just needs to be repaired. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's go to the town and or let's go to the ship and then go to the town and hope they don't shoot us.
Okay. I don't think they'd shoot us. They'd probably just be sitting on the dock waiting to arrest us all.
It's okay. We won't approach via the dock. We'll go the other way.
Even when we pull up to the dock. Here you go. You're welcome.
I'm scared if we pull up with the boat, they'll just be like, "Cannonball!"
What if we
You guys would remember that they weren't positioning the cannons
towards the
Yeah, it was
towards
for the dragon.
bay. They were
Mm.
pointing them towards where they believed that the dragon was going to come from.
All right. Well then, let's just start trekking it.
But you also know that outside of the walls was where a lot of the refugee kind of camps were started to build up.
Yeah.
So a lot of your desperate displaced people are going to be well far outside of the town. We'll probably see you guys coming first.
That actually would be more beneficial, so we can give the money to them.
It's true.
so they can take the money and run?
How are we wanting to distribute the money and not get bowled over? Do we just want to start handing out 50 gold at a time?
I don't want to do that.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I want us to do this.
We have a big
Succinctly.
crew. We could take a handful of the crew and Kopic's ladies, if they're still alive.
Yeah, you guys left all them like
We
outside
left
of the
that
town.
one. Yeah.
They're just can't.
Oh.
They're on a vacation.
And that
And
way
if
we
you
can.
guys do remember that the ladies, they didn't like
No,
to go near like the bigger cities. Like they tried to stay
they
as
should
far away as they
probably be sent on their way when we leave. Sorry, Kopik.
Divorce.
We don't have to think about the specifics right now. We can walk and talk, but we can do something
Okay.
like set up lines and
We
then
can-
just start handing out 50 gold per person.
We can
until
discuss this as we're moving things
Yeah.
up.
Let's walk and talk. walk and
And
talk.
two, you guys, it does take a little while to get the stuff up, but you
Yeah.
guys don't have to like formulate a plan or you just pushing all the stuff up the.
I imagine me just sliding
Yeah,
backwards
yeah.
every time.
Cup it kind of comes behind you and pushes you the rest of the way up. You guys do find like buried in sands above there's like plenty of wagons from caravans and like little trailers and things and pull behinds and stuff. You guys are able to like find as many really as you want or need,
Yeah.
but like I said, there's nothing to pull them. So how you determine how you're going to get
Oh,
them
I was
back
an elemental. Wait a minute.
is up to you. You will notice as you come up, It's still raining a little bit, but it's not like a constant downpour like it was. It's more the rain is starting to subside, and above you, the clouds are starting to break up just the slightest bit. Silas would know that because of your study of the nature of the dragons, that now that the dragon is no more, this effect will stop, but it will take some time for the weave of magic to
right itself
and calm itself. So this could be anywhere from a couple of weeks to a month. This storm could linger in and out.
I will let the rain fall this time.
So you guys, Bayleaf, Scratches, Marlin, they all start helping load up these wagons.
Okay.
Kopic brings the head up, props it in one of the wagons as well.
So how many wagons do you think we have?
I would say you could get it into 2 if you guys.
Okay.
I mean, you're gonna have to pile up, Tetris it a little bit, but
Okay.
To expend 1 spell slot to regain.
And truth be told, you could probably one of the wagons. You could hook up a smaller little half wagon trailer type thing, and you could stack a few things on there and pull that behind.
So the issue is that because both of us turned into
we have no
Fey elementals, we have no wild shape, so we are going to have to
take a long rest.
Is there anything that says a short rest we get to, or if we expend a spell slot we get a wild shape back?
I don't know.
I've been looking and I've
never played
find
a druid,
anything.
so I'm not sure.
Let me look.
I don't think I can take things through it. I think it's just
people.
creature. Yeah. I know.
Okay, yeah, I guess we can sleep. We better sleep next to these wagons.
All right. So, you guys can take a long rest here. Nothing seems to hinder you from it other than the fact that it is raining a little bit.
I'll take first watch and I'll keep the rain off.
Did anyone want to...
It's apparently short rest.
Oh.
Did anyone want to attune to... Are you going to take a short rest instead? Or did you guys want to take a long rest here?
It's under features.
It says per short rest, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2 per short rest.
If you guys remember right, it took you more than a day to get here anyway. So you're going to have to long rest eventually.
Yeah, so we might as well long rest anyway. I mean,
how long does your form last? An hour?
It lasts 5 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So short. Technically, since we already short rested, we would be fine.
Yeah.
So what if we went back and slept on the boat?
You could move, then take a long rest, and move again.
Yeah. Let's long rest on the boat because I just don't want to be here.
I don't think we'll make it all the way to the boat.
We can do one more short rest on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do one more short rest on the way.
And then we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get there
I have no idea what time it is.
Yeah, you can get there in 2 days doing the plan that you have.
Okay.
Did anyone want to attune to that item?
Did you want to?
What was in the vial? The solvent.
If you guys took that. So basically what you guys are going to do is travel for a little ways. Then you're going to stop and take a rest. Mm-hmm. So did anybody want to attune to that?
Yeah, I do.
You're going to attune to it? Okay, so when you attune to it, it does change size to fit your head perfectly.
Ooh.
It also changes gemstones to whatever gemstone you want it to be.
Well, it's got to match my necklace.
Okay.
A matching set.
So that was amethyst, right?
Yeah.
So now you okay?
Hey.
Woo.
Sorry about that, everybody. Having some technical issues this evening.
Wasn't even the dog this time.
Yeah, I can't blame the dog this time.
We didn't need our potassium.
So we're sorry if some of that audio got cut out.
We were just talking about
just loading up wagons.
And
transporting all the treasure
stuff.
back to the ship.
Yep.
Which is, we're just going to kind of do a quick wipe.
Yeah.
And basically you guys arrive back to the ship. You guys make your way across the shallow waters with those little john boats to the side of the vessel, where your crew kind of lifts you guys all up and all your treasure into the ships. So really, it's up to you guys what you would like to do.
I go to sleep.
Long rest.
You guys long rest. So you guys immediately go to sleep. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and take a long rest here.
I go to the lobster.
Wait, I look at all the crew in the eye. Say, don't open the boxes yet. I'm tired.
Christmas is in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I go into the lobster and I hide all of my money.
Yeah, most of them are just gathered around the massive dragon head that you guys just plopped up on the deck.
Yeah, we did that.
You guys, aren't you guys so proud to be on a boat with cool people? Look how cool we are. We did that.
One of the goblins is like, yeah, you're pretty cool.
I know.
Probably Gleep loves us.
I want to give him a big old high five. Just go, wham!
But yeah, you guys can take a long rest here,
Okay.
and wake up the next morning refreshed. Copic looks much better.
Copic, your wounds look much better.
I feel refreshed.
Your armor still took quite a beating, though.
There's a lot of blood still on you. Can you just jump in
You
the
look-
ocean real quick?
You look kind of sticky.
You look intensely sticky and flaky at the same time.
Mm.
You sure? Why did you not?
He would have sunk if you kept
Yeah.
him in his armor.
Somebody give him a
That's
bath. Somebody, if he doesn't bathe, someone help him bathe.
Cog can give him a bath.
Cog!
No, we don't need that in our lives.
That is not the show I want.
That's what we all need, though.
No, it's not. I don't need that.
Put his druid craft and put a little rain cloud above his head.
Yeah, good.
I want to go down to the
Piece of his
supply.
armor is now clean.
I want to go down to the supply closet and give him some soap.
I think Bailey has prestidigitation, doesn't he?
I'm gonna scream for him.
Bailey could just go
Now,
clean his armor off. With
I gather the crew back into the deck of the ship.
All right, yeah, you got the whole crew. Did you? No, I can't remember. Did you take both vessels? Do you have both ships?
Yes.
We took both. We saw both because we have the crews split between the two.
Yes, we have both.
Okay.
So,
Terrible idea, really.
Yep.
Yes.
We do own two
I
boats,
let
yes.
Copic drive big guns, right? Anyways, gather them together. Say, as you've noticed, we slay a dragon. A big one. A really big
They all
old one.
cheer. Yeah! And everybody like.
Yeah, so all that effort for freeing people of Knollbun is good to go. We've succeeded. And there was a large share of treasure.
Yeah! They all cheer louder. Some cups of ale just get thrown in the air. It's
We
9
can
o'clock in the
drink.
morning.
This is a lot of money. Now listen. There is a lot of gold and platinum dispensed between these two piles of containers. The gold, everybody, the gold, say it with me, the gold
The gold, all in unison.
goes to the people.
The
What?
the city.
The,
They all
The
come
They're
underprivileged
very
of the
confused.
city.
and then I go, wait. The platinum
What?
goes to the crew.
Run! They erupt in a pot and cheer, and things get thrown around. And
Lida and I will dispense your pay in due time. Now, this is enough money for you to retire, if you wish. I don't think any of you could spend it all in one night. However,
Fleep could.
Please don't
I
try.
want to give everyone an opportunity to enjoy their newfound wealth. If there is a destination that you would like to go, or a place you would like to spend your hard-earned money, if you want to send it off to your family, we will arrange for that. But for now, let's celebrate, spend some of that hard-earned money, and then continue on our journey. If you would continue to join us.
One caveat. Right now, you can't get off the boat and spend it because the city hates us. But we're about to fix that because we're going to take this here dragon head and show them that we killed the dragon.
You
and
all
then,
and show them that, yeah, we're strong enough to kill all them if we can kill a dragon, right?
who are you? That's right.
It's
Some
I can't
stranger.
remember. It's one of the crew members that's like it's not his name was what are our crew? We got our crew right here.
Flick, Gleep, Cog, Lida, and
You've
then a bunch
got
of-
you got like 2 guys. Oh,
We have a
Dexter.
bunch of
Dexter.
Dexter.
It would be
Dexter.
Dexter.
We're going to talk later.
Yeah, you
Sit down.
You are welcome to lie and say you took part in slaying the dragon as part of the crew of the ship.
We're not going to kill anybody.
My adventuring group and I, if you so wish to include yourself, feel free. Gain some notoriety if you wish.
We're not going to kill the people in the city.
She's telling me.
Okay, I mean, it was just a suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good. It's it was a good one. It was a good one. Keep them working. Keep them going.
Who's gonna mess with you if you killed a dragon? I mean,
there are still people out there that are stronger than dragons, and that does worry me a lot. A lot. So, you guys want to help take some of this down there to help distribute it to the lesser underprivileged people, so they can not be?
You'll get 10 extra platinum.
sure.
Yeah. Not my platinum. I already hit mine on the lobster.
Okay, so how many crew do we have?
For my family. Not for you.
Let's only take a few, because I feel
No, this is me paying them.
Oh, okay.
It's coming out of my pocket.
So you've got Lyda, you've got Cog, you've got Enya, you've got Dexter, Bruno, Tegan, Flick, and Gleep, your goblin companions. And you also picked up Bayleaf, Scratches, Marlin. He doesn't technically count as your crew member.
But we have a prisoner.
Ozymandias
No, he doesn't
is
get
still
anyway.
locked up downstairs.
And then what about
Yeah,
the
fate.
conscripts?
So the conscripts, they got their money back, and they, I can't remember how many there were.
Are they still on the boat with us?
They're on the other boat. They're on the tiny boat.
Oh, yeah, there was like 8 of them, I think.
8 conscripts?
Yeah.
And I think some of them are just,
I can't remember what.
they're just with us until they can get away.
I think it was
get
like
somewhere else.
250. Was it 250 gold that they paid to be on there, or something like that? Or was
I think
like
it was.
50?
I think it was 50 gold.
50.
Yeah.
That's still a.
No, it was a lot.
What?
It was like 200 or 300. It was a
Oh,
lot to
I
get on
don't
there.
remember the number. I know it was. I knew they tried to make it to where you have to have a ton of money. But
Okay, I'm gonna do some math to start paying people.
Additionally, some of
What do you
these
got?
conscripts, they may not want to be conscripts anymore, or they may not want to be on the boat anymore now that we've killed the dragon, because some of them were refugees coming out of here.
true, and most of them will probably leave if you return to the city. Don't want to be left out of their service.
Mm-hmm. And then potentially we can just consolidate into one boat. Or keep the fleet. I don't know what the captain wants.
Okay. So you guys raise the anchors?
Yeah.
Are we going via...
I
We're
want to
gonna
parade
walk
the
to
head
town?
through town. Unless, Willow, what do you want? How do we want to get back to the city?
Well, we could either walk through town and begin to pass out money, but I feel like that's an easy way to get overwhelmed pretty quickly.
We could do both. We could have the ship go around and kind of, I don't know, distract, and then we come through and we talk. Really, I think actually if we go around with the boat and we just show the head, then we'll
I
kind of
think
be
we're
able to go
good.
through. And as long as we don't let anybody mug us, we can set up some tables, and
Who's gonna mug us?
we got Dragon Head,
We have
like
Dragon
Dexter
Head.
said. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did have a point.
I say we set up tables and we give out 50 gold apiece until we, or 50 gold apiece until
Per person or per family?
per person. Because I feel like if you have a bigger family, you need it.
True.
And we'll just do it based on recognition. Because, I mean, it's not like we're gonna... People could just come up and be like, I'm Bobby Sue, and I'm Lily Sue, and... I don't really care how the money gets to them, as long as everybody gets something.
Is your plan to do that first, or is your plan to? I know Silas wanted to parade the head through the city. Is that? Do you want to do that simultaneously? Is there like a certain order to this that you want to do?
We don't have to parade the head through the city. That's what I was asking you.
Oh, well, I feel like as soon as we go in, the guards are eventually gonna hear, and are gonna come have a conversation.
I
And
say
once
we
they see that
parade
it's
the head.
us, it's gonna be an even more intense conversation as we talk our way
Well, then
out of.
let Kopic and I do that while you all hand out the money.
Let you and Kopic talk to the guards and get us out of trouble.
Yeah, me. Me, not Kopic. Me.
So don't feel great about that either.
How about me copying an answer?
Why don't we just take
Why
the
are
head
you pulling answer into this?
and deal with the
He's an
consequences?
ambassador for this
No.
place.
Keep him out of this.
Okay. What do you want, Lida to come with me?
Lida needs to stop everybody on the boat from stealing our money.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, we probably might have mutiny. I don't know.
I do. Take the head onto the dock. We're still on the boat. Everybody's going crazy on the dock. We wait for 2 people who are probably going to be ambassadors from the city to come and talk to us. Then we go down, we meet them, we talk to them, and then we go through and we start with the distribution.
I agree. We might want to talk to the city first because these people have been stuck here. They're going to be desperate to get their money and get out, and we don't want to start a riot.
They'll be able to help us organize, and we can give the city a
Nobody
little bit of
knows
money.
we have
But
money.
yeah, we don't have
Exactly.
money until we have money.
We don't have
Exactly.
any money.
We just have a dragon head.
Yeah, we have a dragon head.
Maybe.
I think we should talk to the city first. Get ourselves out of trouble. Threaten them to lower their taxes. Like Dexter said.
Yeah. We can hurt the city, Dexter, just not the people. I don't like institutions, if you get my drift. You know. Just as a rule. I got an issue with this thing we call authority. That's why I don't like him. That's it. He also has funny shoes.
So the plan is to go back to port.
We're gonna Peter Pan this thing.
And are you guys displaying the dragon head as you...
On the boat on the side that faces the city.
All right. As you do,
Oh dear.
we'll go ahead and we'll fast forward a little bit in time. As you guys make your way back to the city. As you guys get closer to the docks, you can hear first an eruption of cheering
Hey.
at the sight of the blue dragon's head upon the ships. Okay? You can hear celebrations starting to happen. And this is like the people that were on the docks, like waiting for rides out of here, all just erupt into cheers, and you guys can hear it from a great distance. Even before you even get too close to the dock, you can hear everybody cheering at the sight of the blue dragon's head. When you pull into dock, you can see that people are just, they're just throwing things up in the air with glee as you guys approach. And a lot of the townsfolk that are sitting there just kind of camping out start kind of moving their way onto the dock that you guys are pulling up to, and they're just like cheering and waving their arms towards you and shouting out, "Heroes! Heroes of Knollbun!" And
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
Oh no, they're gonna tell stories about us. Those people that are after us are gonna see us. Oh god, guys, this
the
is...
sand goddess is dead! The sand goddess is dead! The tyranny of the dragon has ended!
We did a thing.
There it is.
And there's just shouts all around. People are cheering. The guards, they started to kind of approach, and now they've just stopped, and they're just... The guards that were on the... They're just stopped and, just watching what's happening.
I want to get one of their eyes. What English was that? And I want to be like, call your boss! Call your boss! Have him come here!
One of them sees you, you point to your, heart, and he's like...
Where's my family? Are they,
They're still on
Are they
the
on the-
outside.
He
Oh no, they're on the boat with
Are
us.
they on the boat?
I need to go freshen up.
I don't remember.
She just said she loved me.
Boss! This is so... Oh god! Oh god!
You guys, the dock is so crowded with people cheering that you can't even lower the gangplanks to get off the boat, or you'll injure someone.
Guys, if the dock breaks, are we gonna have to pay to repair that? We didn't really do
No, that's
this.
on the city.
Okay.
They should have built a better dock.
With the taxes,
Yeah, they have
Dang.
money.
They got money.
they could sell some... Maybe we can buy some of these cannonballs because they don't need as many of them now.
I don't know if I have any celebration music.
I do.
Did we leave my family on the boat? I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, your family's in the boat.
Okay. I imagine that once we got back with the Dragon Head, we had a moment.
That celebration.
I just kind of realized I didn't talk to them.
Happy Birthday.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Sure, you retcon that. Go talk to your family.
Retcon.
Some town music. I don't have any cheers, but yeah.
Can I
I
talk
got
to your
through
family
the
real quick?
Cheetos. Now I want Funyuns. Are you gonna talk to you? How's your mom? Down your dad? Your aunt? Mom?
Small retcon while we're still
Like
pulling
you
into
started
port.
saying dad.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh.
Oh, oh.
Out of the 82,500 gold, so it's platinum. I'll do the math. So I'll keep 4,500 platinum
For yourself.
for myself because I'm powerful. And amazing. Marlin, Scratches, Bayleaf, and Lida all get 500 platinum apiece.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's generous.
And then the rest of the crew, the other 7, get 250 platinum apiece.
Oh wow.
How much gold is that?
Total, it's 82,500 gold. And that was
Just add a 0 to everything.
Okay.
So
and that was my share, right?
So you're giving
8,250 platinum was my share.
Yeah. So that's for everybody then.
Yeah. So I keep
I give him-
45,000 gold.
I give you 10 platinum because I feel bad that you're giving all your platinum away.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Plus 10 platinum.
I feel like I'm the group bank over here. If he needs money, I'll just give it to him always.
Okay.
I'm my own
So-
bank.
That gets dispersed before we.
You giving them 250 platinum? So that's like 2,500 gold pieces a piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're happy.
They're very happy.
I wanna give it to them
The morale of
before-
your crew is through
Yeah.
the roof.
I want to give it to them before we get to port so that way they're like eager to go spend
Oh,
or
yeah.
do what we ask them to do.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they want to take off and run, sure. If they want to help, whatever.
This is the best that this crew has ever been right now.
I have a feeling that later we're going to be extremely poor for some reason. Like, this is like us at the top of Wolf of Wall Street.
And it's
then,
gonna
like,
crash.
soon we're going to be the car and him in the middle of the road and not knowing that he crashed a car in the middle of the road.
The chicken clicking in the background helps.
Yeah.
And as you guys get to the city, you guys eventually are able to like lower the gangplanks, and you guys notice that the crowds, in particular, they start to clear out a little bit as you notice that some people are starting to pack up their things with happy expressions on their faces, almost as if like you guys get the hint that, oh, now the land is safe. I can return home. I can go back to where I came from. I don't need to be sitting here waiting to.
No, makes
like
sense.
people aren't panicking now. You can see that there are guards, but no one approaches you. Like from like the guards of the city. I'm not the best when it comes to like political stuff in campaigns. So I'm just gonna let you guys know this. We don't have to like role play all this out.
Okay.
But the higher like nobles in the council of the city actually are thrilled when you guys approach and have the head of the dragon. Okay? They are thrilled to see the immediate effects and the joy of the people of the city. A lot of over the course of this next like few hours, people start gathering their things from the tent cities and they start moving back out. Like you can see it's happening almost immediately. Like people are so overjoyed they want to go home. You know, they miss home.
So they're walking away without their money, by the way.
Some people will leave without you being able to give them their money, but it doesn't seem like they really care about it. They just want to return home. Honestly, there's also the nobles start to almost immediately start a grand celebration starts.
Oh.
The whole city starts to celebrate. People offer discounts on all their drinks, and basically the place just kind of like shuts down and it becomes like a giant parade.
Hooray.
Through the city.
I'm going to find
It's
some
like the end of
Morocco.
episode 1 when they get the little.
And actually, you guys are actually approached by a few of the council members of the city.
Oh, great.
The council here is called the Crescent Council of Knollbun. They all wear like these pins that have like a crescent moon. And a couple older gentlemen kind of greet you, and they want to escort you to it's like the center of town where the biggest marketplace was, where you guys first met, where you guys first saw them selling the glass from Boomer a long time ago. And if you guys seemingly go with them, what happens in this next few hours is they declare you heroes of Knollbun.
Oh wait, not me. Do it.
So you're kind of shy with it. They do pardon you from your crimes against Rodam within the port.
Of Rodam. Oh, again, our crimes against Rodam.
When
not
you
them.
attacked and stole the ship in their port, they
were mad at us, but Rodam is still mad at us, I'm sure.
Well, there's some other issues that we're going to talk about in just a minute.
Oh no!
And as a reward, as also additional reward, you guys are granted a deed to a vacant mansion.
Nice.
Within the city walls. It's called Swan Lake Manor.
That's for me.
And there's your deed for your new estate that you have in Knollbun that can be used for a residence or a business of your choosing.
I want to grab
bakery.
I want to grab Willow and be like, I have a home that's not a hut made out of twigs in the middle of the woods.
Or you can choose to sell it. That's your choice. It's worth 20,000 gold pieces.
But wait a minute. We can't live here because we gotta be on the run because they're gonna get us.
You want to plant a tree here?
I do! I want to plant a tree. Come on, Willow. We're gonna plant a tree for a home tree.
A whole garden.
A dream tree. A dream tree. Let's go plant a tree. What's a home? Can I hold the bee?
You don't know the address yet.
I'm gonna walk up to the first mansion I see that looks vacant.
I think we're busy right now.
Also, somebody comes out and they're carrying like these small wooden cases that are very glossy, like they've been coated with protective coating. They open them up, and inside there are medals.
Aww.
And you are each rewarded. They're silver with sapphire inlays. You are each rewarded a medal of, they're called the Knollbun Crescent of Courage. Ugh. Which is basically the equivalent of like, you guys are your heroes of the town and city.
Did you guys just have these laying around?
I buy it. Is it?
Oh yeah, it's real. You can pawn it if you wanted to.
You just have these laying around?
No, you never know when we might need some.
I mean, fair, I guess.
They're military rewards, but...
It's fine.
Guys, we have a house. What do we do with it?
It's a manor.
What do I do with a house?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
Oh my god, I'm so totally going to start gardening. Oh my god, the lobster will look so good in the backyard.
In the yard.
A couple of the council members do invite you to a larger estate building.
Okay.
You can all go if you want, or people can pick and choose. But they do say that we do have some concerns that we need to address.
I'd like to go.
Before we get too far into the celebration.
Are these concerns something that pertain to us?
Possibly.
Oh, okay. If we're involved somehow, then sure. But if we don't have to be involved, it would probably be better if we weren't. We got things to do. We got things to do. We got even though you've been pardoned.
You can hear them out.
Even though you've been pardoned from any crimes against Knollbun, it's not to say you're not going to be pardoned for crimes against Rodam.
What do you mean? What
Didn't
crimes?
steal their boat.
We have a boat.
Murdering their naval crew and stealing possession of one of their naval vessels. I would say
That was not
probably a crime.
not our best moment.
I've never read Rodamian law, so I'm not sure. But if you, for so inclined,
I would like to argue self-defense.
yeah.
I would like.
one of our
Where's my
crew.
representation?
Yeah. They kidnapped one of our crew, so
In our defense, they were all assholes. So
They deserved it.
you said.
I'm just kidding. That's a horrible reason.
One of the council members kind of agrees with you.
We
Sure.
most likely should discuss things.
Yeah, I think our fear is that not only will they retaliate against you, but they might retaliate against us.
Oh no.
So, I was wondering, I was proposing, You did slay the dragon. You are the heroes of Knollbun. You bear the crescent of courage, the most coveted reward that a citizen of Knollbun can receive.
Mine's in my
Thank you.
pocket.
These are also very, very beautiful. They're intensely
worst.
beautiful. I love your whatever smith is called.
No, we have
Your silversmith. It's beautiful.
We would like to ask if you would be willing to help the city by funding the construction of 2 warships to help defend it in case of an incursion of the Rodamian Navy. We would be asking for 50,000 gold pieces, if that is something that you'd be willing to do out of some of your covenant earnings.
What earnings?
We didn't earn anything.
Please make exceptions. I'm lying too. 100%.
You guys
did
want
it,
to
Josh.
know
I did
I'm
a
just
deception.
watching.
What earnings are you talking about? Where's my good
Oh
die?
god, that's a 7.
7?
What are you- and then I start spitting.
That's it. All the council members that are present like look at each other. The dragon has made its lair here for quite some time. We believe they're
We
doing
couldn't carry it off, surely.
There must have been something.
How much would that boat over there, not the big one, how much would the little boat? Oh wait, you want to pull away from the Rodamian country? You
They're
want
not
to?
part of Rodon.
Oh, you're not. Okay.
We're not part of it. We were just loosely affiliated with them because they
Is
were
this a
helping us
warship?
provide us with materials.
Can
to
they
defend
I
have
do
us.
apologize. I did once live in the woods. I don't know geography very well. Actually,
We
depth
can't
perception's
maintain
even
two
really hard because
No.
I've never seen further
we
than a
can't even
football
maintain
field.
that.
It's really hard in the
It's too
woods.
hard.
Everything's real up close.
I mean, we
money
are
back.
planning on, we do want to put together some sort of small cohort of ambassadors that we can send to Radam, maybe to try to ease some tensions from what actions.
That's definitely
us
not
to
us.
be the
No.
ambassadors?
No,
well,
that's not us.
That's something the city's planning on doing.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we don't have a ship worthy of making the journey, so we'll have to wait for another vessel to arrive before we can set that up.
So, question:
Yes.
if we potentially had a vessel that you could use for such a journey,
No,
would that
no,
take
no,
a
no.
dollar or two off of
Think
potentially getting a
2
warship?
steps ahead, because that is Rodam's boat. So we cannot send Rodam's boat back to Rodam.
I wasn't about to give Rodam's boat back. I was about to give our old boat back and keep Rodam's boat. I like the big
My
boat.
ship has a reputation,
Yeah.
which also was a Rodamian boat to begin with.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
It wasn't technically a Rodamian boat. It was
Mercenaries that they
hired.
hired.
people that they hired.
Correct.
So it would be people would know it in Rodam, maybe.
Okay.
You did paint
But it's
it.
not. It wasn't like this is a Rodamian Navy vessel or
Yeah,
something
like that one.
I mean, what if you guys wanted? How much would the boat cost? Or if we gave you the boat, would that be able to help with some of
Three
the?
sails around.
I know it's not a warship.
Big
It's,
giant
it's,
red
it's not
flag.
really a warship. We
giant.
need something that can
Good.
defend. What we're planning on doing is taking some of the
Everyone is
cannons
gonna know this boat is
off of the towers around the city and
Everyone
using
that we
those
do
on
not want to
the
find
warships
will
that we could
know.
construct.
But what
That's
if
actually
they
pretty
made
smart.
a lot of those?
And we were going to displace any extra cannons we had over. We were going to take them from the land side and put them over towards the bay, so that way, if Rodamians did approach, which we feel like this would be their most logical way of mounting some kind of attack on Knollbun. I don't know if they would do that or not. I don't know what their military capabilities are. I know they're probably extensive, and we basically have none.
I'll put in 15k gold. You don't have any money left,
You have
basically.
0 money.
What are you talking about? Have no money.
Do
you
we
wanna-
all agree that we're willing to help in some way?
I do.
Okay.
I no vote.
They gave me a house.
Don't decline, but I don't accept.
If we have to, we can sell.
We
the
are
house.
willing to help. But we may need a moment to figure out
Copic probably would too.
our.
I think
plans.
Kopic would be like. I would almost think that Kopic would give all of his money if he was being hasty that day, but I'm not going to make that decision for him.
How much did you say? 50k or 55?
50 gold, 50,000?
50,000, 50K.
I can.
There's a random sword fight that just
Yeah.
occurred in the middle of the street.
sparring.
I'm not good at math. Give me a minute.
Just add a 0 to the end of your platinum. That's on chill.
Oh no, different math.
I have a plan for my money.
If we all donate 6, or if the 3 of us do 16,666 gold.
Oh.
There. That's it.
Divided by 4.
What?
Oh, you get the money too?
You're gonna
Just tell me how much it is.
12,500 gold. You have 45,000.
One of the
yet.
council members speaks up and says, well, if you'd like to do more, I mean, we're not going to say no.
Where is your money?
I mean, I've donated a lot to the city's defenses.
Not yours in particular. I meant the city, like the city's war fund.
Hey guys.
We've been spending a lot of it on
The cannons.
the walls and the cannons.
Guys,
Yes.
we could also dip into the money for the refugees if we had to.
It's not enough to cover it.
3,000 is for help.
You know, we essentially gave ourselves Whisper 10 times more than we're giving back to the people. But whatever.
I need money for the garden.
Copper. Yeah, I can do this 16 or 12 or whatever it was. How much is it?
It's 12,500 gold.
Do you want it right now? Should we take it somewhere else?
I told them that we're willing to help, but we need a moment to
No, I'm asking
discuss.
the question.
Okay.
Well, let's discuss. I'm fine with paying a 4th.
I believe we need a sidebar.
Oh, we'll tell you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Sure. We plan on celebrating the fall of Radam for the rest of the evening, so enjoy.
Yeah, don't worry, we got you.
Great.
Empty promises.
That's not.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, did Bailey follow us? Like, is he in the other room?
I would say he probably isn't with you right now. He's
No?
probably helping.
Spending money somewhere.
He's probably You guys probably set the crew out and about. They're
We're like,
just enjoying themselves.
where's the person who can play music?
Where's the person that can play
She
music?
wants to dance.
Oh, you want?
I'm already dancing.
You're already You're dancing in front of the council right now.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
All right. Yeah. So you guys
Y'all
go
know what adrenaline
back
does
out
to you? It's a lot.
into the town.
Yeah, if there's
Everybody's-
nothing else that he wants
It's
from
just a
us.
massive celebration all throughout the streets.
I'm this
I
close
drink
to
my
a
test.
traumatic breakdown, so dancing's gonna fix it.
Island beverage.
Does it help?
The dancing?
Yeah.
Oh my god, why do you think I'm a nut job 80% of the time? It is all traumatic
I've
deflection.
never seen you dance.
See, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't really come out. Just kind of like crumbles in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, see, if you make it all go outward, you can't feel the pain inside.
I leave.
Ah, make a banana pancakes.
Yeah, I just go and
So you guys have the city.
I want to boogie woogie out the door towards where the looking out the door towards all the tent city.
Okay.
And get ready and see if Willow's following me, see if anybody's following me, and then start distributing funds to the
Yeah, I'll go
more
with you.
the ones that look like they basically
need
can't
it.
leave or
Yeah.
like, disabled, whatever it might be.
Okay.
the children.
Are you trying to do it like nonchalantly, or are you
Yes.
trying to? Okay.
Yes.
Trying to basically be like boogie woogie, and then I tripped, and then like, oh no, now there's gold pieces in this person's mouth. And they're like,
Go ahead and
what?
make a sleight of hand check. I'll give you advantage with Willow's help. See how quietly.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
That's the name of the show.
Dirty 20 and a dirty 20. So both of them were dirty
Oh,
20s.
there you go. Yeah, you're able to keep it under wraps that you're doing this because you have a feeling like you'll get mobbed
I don't want to be mobbed. I don't want to be touched.
if people
I
see
don't
you
want a
giving
single
away
person to
50
touch
gold
me.
pieces a pop. Like that's, yeah, you're kind of just. It'll take you a little while to kind of walk around, look around the tent city, and distribute. You can see a lot of people are packing up. A lot of people are celebrating. A lot of people are thinking, "Oh, we'll wait till tomorrow to pack up." We'll just enjoy it right now while we can.
I want to also distribute a lot of winks and these.
Okay.
Like the one person I threw the gold in their mouth to be like,
Sure.
I do I get a drink. I drink it. You get another drink.
get a drink!
And I drink it. I get another drink.
No.
And I drink it.
No!
I take
That's
that
2
second
drinks.
drink,
That's 2 drinks that I drink.
umbrella and all.
Guess what I do next? I get a drink! And I drink it! Damn!
And I go back to the councilman's estate.
Okay.
Okay.
Without us.
Yeah, just me.
Cool.
Oh my god! He's gonna do something.
No, nothing dumb.
Is
Excuse
it
me.
though?
I never caught your name, Councilman.
His name's Councilman.
Councilman Tony.
Tonus.
Tonus.
Nice.
Mr. Tonus. I'm looking for someone to craft some magical items. Is there anything, any services available in the area that you are aware of? Top dollar price.
Unfortunately, that is something that hasn't been. We haven't been able to do that here in Knollbun for quite some time. In fear that having too many items like that might attract attention.
My straw makes the slurping sound at the bottom of the cup with all the ice.
But perhaps someone like you taking up residence within the city walls, perhaps that can be something that can be restored.
Oh, I thought you were first going to suggest that I do it, and I'm going to tell you right now that I don't want to do that. But if someone else would, that would be great.
Well, perhaps maybe you could employ or find or someone along your travels that would be willing to do that for us.
Great, you've been a slight bit of help. I hope you have a great
Oh
evening.
my god.
You're the worst.
It wasn't really helpful.
I want to start talking to
Now go
people like
back.
that. You've been a slight bit of help, thanks.
You gotta go have another drink?
Yeah. A different bar.
Um,
Another Red Lobster.
If he meets back up with us, I want to be having a discussion with Willow and be like, so I get the master bedroom.
Yeah, I don't go back to the tent city. I go like to the fanciest bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need the master bedroom so I can have room for the lobster.
That does make sense.
Yeah, and then also so I can have room for all the plants. And don't worry, you can come in my room. It's
Okay,
fine.
thanks.
If you want, we can be buddies. We could, if there aren't enough bedrooms, which I highly doubt there aren't, we could be bunk beddies. Or I don't know what the word is. What's that word? Roommates. Dang it.
Yeah, you share a room.
Yeah, roommates. God, that was a difficult word.
I want one with a really big window.
Oh, we can find a big window. We
So
can
these-
make a big window.
Because our houses at home were kind of like very open. So I like a lot of natural light there.
Rooftop garden?
Rooftop garden. I do like that.
Oh my god, this is all coming together so nicely.
I wonder how many rooms are there.
Do you want to go check the house?
No, I have the deed.
We have to.
It doesn't matter if you have the deed. We
We
know where
have
that.
to
Oh
go.
wait,
We don't know where it is.
I didn't tell anybody where it was yet.
Maybe we can go find Silas and
You have
just
to find
kind of
me.
like,
oh my god, you want to do that?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you a drink.
Cheers.
Go.
So where would Silas be?
I am gonna use.
Oh,
That's magic on me.
I'm gonna use locate object
Okay.
to find him.
Okay.
What are you looking for
Look
on me?
Look for his
Um,
shoes. Look for his shoes.
We know exactly what those shoes look like.
Oh, you do know exactly what those shoes look like.
They have been discussed
Brown and
at
black
length.
with the
Yeah.
special soles inside.
I want to find
Made
out
out of 4
where
pairs
he
of boots.
is.
Okay.
What am
But
I-
this is just like you cast it and it just like pings like a radar or something like
Oh,
that.
I don't have to make a
I
save
can
since it's on
sense
me.
the direction to the
Okay.
object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet.
Are you within 1,000? Well, where are you first before you cast it? Are you
We're
in the
kind
tent
of
city?
probably on the edge of the tent city. Not on the outer edge, probably on the inner edge.
Yeah. We said we had a drink, so
Yeah, somebody
I
sold
assume
us a
we
drink.
stopped somewhere to get
Yeah.
a drink.
I hope we didn't grab it off of some person that's just like, hey, you want a drink? And they're sitting in a
I'll say when you cast
puddle.
it, he's just on the edge. Of
That
the
way.
water. Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Let's go.
We'll make our way over there.
Scene slash.
You get one of those, like, Tasmanian devil.
What kind of establishment did you find yourself in? Is it a
A very fancy.
very fancy?
Like, it's a tavern. It's got probably 2 or 3 stories. You know, nice tables, big bar in the center, like
Okay.
wrap around,
like horseshoe looking thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I am at the bar ordering a drink.
Actually, Silas, you're trying to order drinks, but people keep on buying you drinks.
Okay.
That's adorable. Do you get pissed off about it?
Plastered.
No, I don't even acknowledge the people. The drinks slide in front of me, and I just pick them up.
Stranger danger. You aren't even watching where those drinks are coming from.
I'll be all right.
Indeed.
I don't think anybody wants to roofie a turtle.
Turtle rohypnol. I don't know about that.
And Obu and Willow, you guys are able to find him and make your way to the bar where he's sipping on a Mai Tai with an umbrella. Straw.
Immediately, I just
Is it
scream.
very busy in here? Is there a lot of people?
There are a good fair amount of people in here celebrating, having drinks, and just ecstatic that the heroes of Knollbun have found their way into this establishment.
Large basket of hush puppies in front of me.
I've had to tie all of my scarves much tighter and closer to me because people keep going. And I'm like, they're trying to touch me.
Yeah, two people getting into a fight in the background over it. You hear the swords clanging together.
They took one of my scarves, Willow. Willow, they're silk. They're silk. I stole them myself.
You did.
I think one was a tablecloth.
We can get you a nicer tablecloth.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's try to get Silas. Do you think we should just like dive into the crowd? We can dance our way through. Yeah? If we just dance, maybe everybody will like smile and get out of our way.
Did you see where he put it?
The drink?
The deed.
Probably in his pocket. Or can his shell store things? I've never asked him that. I know it stores him, but
Did we see where he put the deed?
I don't know why you didn't cast locate object on the deed.
damn it.
Do I have locate object?
Wait, isn't that what you just used?
I looked for my shoes.
We know where his shoes are.
I mean, he tucked it away, but I don't know if you guys would have.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to. A piece of paper rolled up.
I got
I
you.
didn't get to see anything else about it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack him, but I'm just gonna attack him with my personality. You go behind and you just start steal stuff out of his pockets. Just start going. If he figures you out, it's fine. He knows us. But if not, then we're sneaky. Yeah?
Maybe we should pretend to be drunk.
Oh my god. Pretend? Yes. Let's pretend. I'm gonna grab a beer that from a patron that's just walking by. Be like, you ready?
Ready?
Clink.
Stumble our way over.
Silas!
Oh, boo.
Silas!
Oh, boo.
Have you tried this? I shove the beer in your face.
It looks like piss.
It smells like it too! Oh my god, Silas.
Yeah.
This day is amazing. Do you know how nice all these people are? They're just so nice.
Yeah, you guys, where did you left?
Uh-huh.
To,
We did.
oh, I left.
And then we walked
Mhm.
around. We walked a lot of places. We had a lot of little fizzy drinks. There's lots of little, I don't even know how they get carbonation and things these days. It's crazy. Do you know, what are you drinking?
Why are you, I don't
Wait,
know why
and then
you're here.
I like-
What do you want?
What?
What do you want?
Your
It's a big
friendship.
city.
Your friendship. Of
go
I'm gonna
course.
take a sip of my drink and hiccup.
Okay.
So you know how we're heroes and all, and we win things, and sometimes we have to assess our winnings and our earnings and our situations, and
I can't give you any more
swaying
money.
and like leaning into him,
Okay.
and then just writing myself.
and then I want to look at you and I
Alright,
want to
hey,
wink really hard.
Obu, I would like you to make a deception check for me.
I put my hand on your head to catch you
Yep.
when you
Alright.
wobble. Just not looking at you, just
And
like.
then
Guess what that is? That is a nat 20 plus 1.
Nice.
Plus one? Okay,
Yeah.
well, make a perception check for me. Or make an insight.
Is it passive insight or is it active? Because I'm not trying to.
I'm actively in your
Oh,
face
if you're not
right
trying,
now.
then it'd be passive insight.
15.
Okay, so yeah, you think Obu is actually drunk and you're distracted.
That's right.
Now you don't know exactly where the deed is.
That's what I'm trying to
So you're
figure
just
out
trying to
as-
find, make
yeah,
a perception check.
As I'm bumping
Alright.
into him,
All right.
feeling some pockets a
Because
little
as the
bit.
DM, I don't even know where he put the deed.
You know all the Final Fantasy characters that have a bunch of belt buckles and stuff all over them? I
Okay.
have.
I dropped
like,
it and it didn't roll.
lashes
So should I take
on it.
what I got or should I roll it?
I would say you could probably roll it in.
Okay.
In the.
I wish I'd
That's
taken
cocked.
what I got. It was cocked?
Mhm.
Okay. You said it, so I'll take it. That's better. 15 plus 8.
Okay.
That is better.
Where did you put the deed? I don't.
I have a satchel over my shoulder with pockets and then a larger pouch towards my hip where I keep spell components and stuff. And there's a, you can see it kind of tucked out just a little bit out of the side pocket.
Then, oh man, you know,
Don't barf on me, please.
this holiday, this week, you know what really pisses me off?
Kind of lean
Silence?
my head
You know-
specifically on that satchel.
You know,
Okay,
when we
sure.
had to go through all
Just
that
gotta close my
rigmarole
eyes.
to bring back Aster, and then it turns out that Anster, and then that time happened,
No.
but we
Bartender
had
comes
to
and
bring him.
slides another glass in front of you from the table in the corner.
Great.
I take the drink out of his hand,
finger gun him.
and then I just down it.
Oh,
I just down it. Not the
I'm
whole
gonna
thing. I
try to
can't
pluck
do
it.
that.
All right, sleight of hand.
I'm still rambling. I don't know what about.
I've been impressed by your rambling.
Thank you so much.
Oh no. 7.
What's your passive
way higher.
perceptions way higher than
Yeah,
mine?
15.
Yeah, you feel like the pouch start to move. A little
As soon as he looks down, I grab his turtle head and I go, "No, look at me! I love you!"
Grab
No,
it
you
and
don't.
run.
bit.
I'm gonna
You
just
grab
grab
it?
it and run.
Grab
I
it,
drop-
Yeah, I stick my foot out and trip you.
Okay, make
I
a,
would've
I'm,
yeah.
wait.
a trip. What would a trip be?
Can I just pick her up and be like, "No, you don't!"
Gotta make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
We'll call it that.
Yeah, just stick my foot.
He just sticks his foot out, so you're just trying to respond to it.
Slightly on the defensive because I know I have a lot of money on me and I don't want somebody pickpocketing me while I'm drinking.
Oh no, 7 again.
You fall flat on your face.
Yeah, I reached down and grabbed the deed back up.
Come on, man, just tell us the address.
Why didn't you just ask me?
Cause this was more fun.
I wanted to keep it so that we would go talk to the nobles and then you would go do your thing at the manor. I would
Why?
have given it to you then. Because
Well,
you weren't
a
going to
couple-
take off.
A couple of the people from the bar are like, "Oh, are you okay?" And they help you up to your feet.
Yeah, fine. Piss off, she's a hero.
we know, that's why we're making sure she's okay.
You don't deserve that drink.
You're going to be really drunk by the time you get to the house. Fine, it's here. It's go. Have fun. No, this is mine. Just read the address. Read it.
I can't read. It's so blurry.
That's because you're drunk.
I'm not
Where's
drunk.
Kopic?
I don't know, we lost him.
He's with Cog, probably.
He drank a whole barrel. And we were so worried that we just put him on his side and just left.
He'll wake up then.
Yeah,
He's just fine. We just put him on his side because he looked funny. I don't know. I don't know how to speak anymore. The
I
act's
got it.
up.
Let's go.
The act's okay. We gotta go. I'm not drunk at all.
Mission accomplished.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I take all of the drinks off the thing and just go, "Come on, we gotta go, Willow."
The glasses aren't free.
And I go,
Toss through.
I throw a single platinum straight at the bartender.
No.
It's 100. No.
That's
10
10.
gold.
10 gold.
Yeah,
Straight at the
good.
bartender.
Hey, keep him.
But I have my arms full, so I go,
And as you guys are running out of there, I think that is a good time for us to take our break. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, B-O-N-U-S, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook,
and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Bop doo.
Too fast, cool.
Beep
And
bop
booty
wop
bop,
deep
we're
bop
back.
bam.
Oh, we're
Whoops a dang doozly.
Welcome to Dirty 20, everybody.
Hey,
Ha, who? Hey.
Reminder that if you click on the Spooky to Be Hungry link down below
Oh, wait,
our
money.
video right now,
hey, did you check it?
you can donate.
Oh yeah, have we checked it?
I have checked. We have not received any donations.
Oh man,
I need-
I could have re-rolled stealing that deed.
Yep.
Dang
And
it.
right now we
Gotten
haven't
caught.
had any donations, so if you are watching, you're tuning in, and you want to help us
Feed children.
feed children,
For
you
the
can click on
kids.
that
Feed
Spooky
them.
to Be Hungry
Bananas.
donate button down there below
Feed
our
them
Twitch stream,
bananas.
and you can donate via that. Every dollar buys our players a reroll. Any
Please.
die they choose.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. For the children, not for me.
For the children.
But also for you.
for me. It's not loading.
It's a very Silas thing.
It is. That's on.
So
At
you
least I have a
guys,
brand.
You do have a brand.
you guys did not get the. You guys did, or did you give her the
Yeah, he
The
gave
D-
me the
yeah.
address.
No, I gave her the address.
He
I
let me
kept
look
the
at
deed.
it. I gave it back.
the address? So
Yeah.
you guys know where your manor house
We're
is.
boogie woogieing.
You guys are boogie woogieing to the manor.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Silas, you continue to just kind of party and celebrate.
I have a night. Yes.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Sure. Yeah. You make your way to the address, the location of your estate, and it's a pretty nice place. 2-story.
Ooh, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'd go and check the front door.
Okay.
Is it-
I guess I would assume that you guys also got keys.
Yeah, I would have handed over a key for it.
Oh, that
You have
goodness.
keys.
All right,
That
I was
would've
ready
been
to
really
lockpick.
Here's the deed. You're on this house. We didn't give you
Good
any
luck.
keys.
You just got to get in. That's the test. All right, I want to go in and start just looking around.
It is, I would say, slightly furnished. It's kind of dusty. But the furnishings are very, what you can see, are very elegant and nice in a, I would say more like a kind of like a Renaissance feel to it inside.
Oh my god, do you see this Baroque style going on here? Oh my god. I want to immediately
Oh,
take
my
off one of my
Gothic
scarves,
architecture.
and
That's
I
fun.
want to hand Willow a scarf, and then I want to take one of mine and just tie it around my face. Be like, it's mighty dusty in here, watch out.
I thought you said my child.
My child, it is dusty in here. Follow suit.
But this house hasn't been this is a house that we can all develop together because I did not draw it. I did not have any idea in mind. I just felt like an old medieval mansion, what you guys would perceive as an old medieval mansion. You guys can help me determine what it looks like.
Nope, screw
as
that.
we-
We're going to
as
make
we
you
tell the
roleplay it.
story.
Let's get out of your room.
Let's go.
Basically,
Get
I left this part open to be whatever you want it to be. We can make it that. So.
Oh my god.
Building a house.
Do you think that we could pay Silas to leave? And this be our house?
Copic's there too.
Kopic's? Oh god, he's a big guy. He can have the bottom floor.
Yeah. Is there a basement?
Is there a basement? I'm gonna start looking around for doors. Is there a basement?
There is a cellar.
Oh my god! We can put so many carrots down here!
It looks like it has shelves that could be used as a kind of like a wine cellar.
Girl,
Nice.
we could make our own wine. We gotta get a grape farm first, but we can make our own wine.
Rooftop grape farm.
Rooftop grape farm. Rooftop grape farm.
We could flavor it that you can go. It's like the roof is like flat and it has like little railing like around it.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So that way you could do something like that. Yeah.
Absolutely having your garden up here.
Can it be on a hill?
Sure.
On
I
a
thought it was
knoll?
in the city.
Well, it's in the city, so it's not
Yeah.
like it can be on the hill of the city, but there's going to be other mansions kind of around you do have a small kind
It's
of
not a
yard that has
sprawling
a
estate.
probably like a cast iron kind of fence like around
Yeah.
it, elegant
Okay.
fence that wraps around your property.
Just meant
Do you
it's
think
a
our
hilly
neighbors are
city, you know,
mean?
Maybe there's a big hill somewhere.
You think our neighbors are mean? Can we look through our windows and spy on any of them?
They do have like shrubbery and trees that are kind of nicely carved to kind of hide some of the borders between. I mean, you can see the houses and you can see the lantern, like would be lantern light kind of through the windows and stuff from other people's estates, but it's hard to
Willow.
look through them. They got these elegant curtains that kind of hang down inside the windows.
Willow, did you ever learn how to like carve topiaries and stuff? Because
Druid training.
I think I know how to grow them that way, but I don't know how to cut them that way. So I think we're gonna have to take all these out and just start over. If I do them.
If you do them.
And are you thinking like ducks? What are we thinking for like shapes? We could make like little dragons, beyond brand.
We could. Everyone would know it was our house.
Yeah, let's be the Dragon Slayer's house. Pretty baller. That could be our wine, Dragon Slayer wine.
Obu saying pretty baller.
Mhm.
Quote
Pretty
for the night.
baller.
That's pretty cool.
And then would people just keep buying the wine from us, even if it wasn't good, just because they're so thankful to us?
I would.
I would too, honestly.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh man. And if it had really cool art on the front, I'd also buy it just for the art.
Every flavor needs to be like something that is an epic of your adventure.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Like Folly of the Jade Feather. You could have that be one of your brands of wine.
We're gonna have
16
to.
sisters. I don't know how many wives Cobbett had.
Oh man. I feel like we could really,
A large amount
really
of
make
women.
this work.
I think we can.
All right.
Might want to scale back though and just start on the house first.
Yeah, you know.
We'll get
You
to
have
the
some
wine
grandiose
business.
ideas going on.
Okay.
We're not playing The Sims. We're playing D&D.
They're standing in the middle of the house of all the things.
I wonder
you
if
can
we
do
knock
here.
down this wall, if we'd be able to make it open concept. All right. Do you want to go just... I don't even know. Do they have board games or something around here?
What time of day is it?
It's like an old beach house.
it's
There's
probably
some
like
Monopoly
mid-afternoon.
underneath the cabinet.
I
There's
wanna
canasta.
Open all the doors and windows on the bottom floor and use Druidcraft to puff some of the dust out.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Wind.
Yeah, it's like puffs of wind kind of just blow the dust around Obu like wraps all these like pieces of fabric around her head to protect her.
I'm just
from
on a
it.
cleaning spree. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
It looks so much better in here. Eyes are watering.
A thought flows through. Never mind. I'll tell you later. I can't. I'm not there. I'm not fake this D&D.
Do you want to go back to Silas now?
I have an idea for you. I'll tell you later.
Meta pigeon.
I wanted a meta pigeon, but I'll do it later. It's okay.
Meta pigeon? Pigeon?
It's not my responsibility, anyways.
The house? It's all of our
I'm
responsibilities.
not there.
All right. You guys want to go back to Silas?
No,
After-
I would like to go back to the boat to speak to. I was getting there. That's why I wanted to see the house first. I want to know how many rooms there were and if there's room for my family.
I didn't have to say anything. That's why we're married.
I'd like to go back to the boat and speak to my family so they can get off the boat.
Okay. Yeah.
Rock the boat.
Yeah. You head back. Are you heading back with her, or are you going to go somewhere else?
I'm basically just following around.
Okay, following her around. Okay.
I've got the music in my head and I'm having a nice night.
Yeah, you make your way back to the ships, and you can see that still most of the crew is out celebrating, but your family is still on the vessel. Illyria, I believe, was your mother's name.
I think so. That sounds right.
It sounds right, because I know it was Anster and Rosella.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you have those. They're there waiting at the ship because they. I think your last orders were like just to stay here. So that's what they've been doing.
Oh shoot, yeah, we have to tell the entire crew that they can go now because
Oh,
they already
Oh
went.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
They're already.
Oh yeah, because when
have
we
to-
got here,
someone's got to watch the gold crates.
that's Lida and other people.
Lida and Cog,
Mida
probably.
would have set up some kind of system.
Lida's a really good employee. We need to keep her
I
as
paid
long
her
as she
extra.
wants to stay.
We'll say Kopic brought some ale back to Cog on the ship, and they're just kind of chilling.
There we go. Kopic can pass out next to the gold. No one's going to take it from Kopic.
That's right.
If they knock him down, he'll just get back up again.
That's very true.
I get knocked
Yeah,
down.
you make your way back to your family. Obu's there as well.
I'm just there.
And Illyria said, welcome back. Is everything okay?
Yes, we worked it all out. We're no longer wanted in the city. It's safe. It looks like everyone is heading back to their homes and celebrating, and we have a house.
A house?
They gave us a house.
They gave us a house?
A pretty nice one.
Really?
I know.
How old's
I'm
Anster?
kind of surprised.
Anster's like 18, 19.
Yeah.
What's
young
the drinking
adult.
age in Knollbun?
Probably 18, 19.
I hand him
Okay.
I hand him one of the many drinks that I've kept with me this entire time I've been holding them, and I give it to him.
It's about 3/4 way filled
Yep.
because you spilled some of it
Yeah.
on the way and holding
Oh, yeah.
it close to.
I'm like, party! We have a house!
We have a house! Anster starts drinking it.
We're roommates! I'm not leaving the house. We're having a rooftop garden.
Rooftop garden.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have already got a whole wine thing going.
It's great. I mean, we've had temporary dwellings before, but we've never
had
like,
a house.
A house?
I'll be honest, it makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yes.
I'm not used to
bro.
being in something with 4 real walls and this close to people.
Same, bruh.
But it's nice.
That's great. What would you have? What would you have us do now?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I have enough money to fund you to go home, to rebuild. But I'm not sure it's just too much. Everyone's gone. Would it be too painful to restart there? Should we take this gift that's been given to us and stay here? Should we go somewhere else completely? I mean...
You can see that she ponders for a moment. There's kind of like a single tear kind of like welling up in her eye. And she's like... She has a hard time saying it. But she's like... The way of our people as we used to know is over. I don't think there's any way we can go back.
I didn't think so either.
I'm curious about this house. Would you take me to see it?
I will.
Let's go.
It needs some work. Can make it into whatever we want it to be.
She looks at Answer. Answer's like chugging. Maybe it needs new window panes. Maybe you can find your friend again. And then Answer kind of smiles and...
The butthole with the tea? I've got more tea leaves for that
the
fool.
snail.
Their friend Glimmer, the snail that
Oh,
they were getting
I
all
forgot
this
about him.
harass
Sorry.
from.
Got a little bit of anger up in here. I'm working on it. Yes, maybe you could find Glimmer.
You might have to work out some kind of deal with the
Space snail.
lizard folk.
Make sure they're not going to hurt the space
They
snail.
weren't too happy about the competing business.
Well, now that we have
Well-
possibly a roof over our heads, we won't have to
That's
worry
true.
about
Yeah,
that as
technically
much.
they are
Make
considered
their own.
rich now. Like
You could
rich.
just- They could do the thing where they just invest money in other people's businesses
Yeah.
and never work a day in their lives again.
They could just get
If we're
investors
in
and
the
everything.
glass market, we'll just make a different product.
Yeah.
Maybe they can do like specialty glass, like figurines.
They could make
Or
really
goblets.
cool baby bottles.
Baby
Whatever,
bottle.
whatever the lizard folk do not make.
Yeah, just,
Not windows.
No.
maybe they could go in
windows.
business together.
True. They could do like a finder's fee. Like, hey,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't make that for you, but they can.
Supplier.
This is great.
Look at it. We've got a glass empire and a winery. I hand Anster another
We
drink.
could figure out ways that we could create the wine bottles.
Oh my god, she's got it! Oh my gosh, she's working over here at Mach 1000! Oh man! She's
IQ
3,000
10
levels above us.
million.
I didn't even think about it. So mad. Ramsey is mad, and Opu's just, that's usual for her.
The answer's like, yeah, we could do custom wine bottles
Ah, Anster!
in different shapes.
That would be very.
Shape of a skull. Shape of a dragon's head.
Yeah, and only rich people could afford it. Pigeon
I mean-
says. And
No, we'll keep our costs low.
We'll do normal stuff.
We'll keep our costs low. And we'll have different
Target
versions.
the rich. Target the rich.
maximum profits.
That's it.
I think the bottom floor could also work as a soup kitchen. I got
I
big
mean, I'm sure
plans.
we didn't really look at the
Big
kitchen,
plans.
but I'm sure there's a
Yeah,
real kitchen. And
we can make a soup kitchen out of anything. Set up a tent out front. That'll be fine.
Say a
We'll be
soup
good.
kitchen?
Yeah, we can make a soup kitchen.
we'll make profit, but we'll also.
Yeah, gotta give it
Give.
back to the people.
Correct.
And then, make some other dealings, and then they'll never know about them because we give it back to the people. And then they won't look too heavily in the investors that may or may not be, bad in the city of Rodam. Infamous or anything that stole a boat. We're probably gonna get into some more stuff. Just be honest.
We do need to address the boat problem eventually. Not today. though.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
We have a house to look at.
Yeah, you want to go look at the house?
Let's go look at the house.
Oh, man,
Mary gets
it's so
excited.
fun.
She kind of gathers her things. The Rosella and Answer gather things, and you guys all walk into the city. people cheering you on as you walk by.
Conscripts can be dismissed too.
Yes.
Yeah, you can just send them away.
We may have to give the boat to Knollbun because we don't have anybody to run it without the conscripts. Unless we have people who just suddenly want to be on the ships.
You just meant let them.
The conscripts would ask. They would ask for their whatever gold
Money back,
amount
yeah.
that they paid.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
would
thought we
ask
already
for
paid
that
them
back. So
It didn't come out of my pocket. Did we already pay them?
Yeah,
back?
we already paid them back.
oh, if you already paid them, then
We did.
We paid them the day we
wish
got,
you all well,
yeah.
and
That was like first thing we did.
thank you for really relinquishing their duties and service to you. And
Thank you for your 4 days of service. Appreciate you. The Army of Rodan probably also appreciates it. I don't know.
Mhm.
They would have. Had
But they
gotten
kind
it.
of disappear into the city looking for their loved ones.
Wait. We.
Silas?
Yeah, I just keep to myself mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Drink and go for a walk for a while, and then go back to the ship. I don't go to the house.
Go to the ship?
Yeah, go back to the ship
Alright.
and sleep in my quarters.
All right. Would you guys stay at the house for the evening?
I'd probably go back to the ship to sleep because I don't have any bedding over there.
If you do, it's around your neck.
True, very actually true. I can tie it up and I have a hammock. You know what? Actually, probably Obu would stake her claim in the master bedroom.
You would find whichever room was yours and be like, "This is it."
Yep, I would definitely nest in there.
Okay. Sure.
I would stay.
You say? Okay. Yeah, your whole family kind of makes themselves comfortable. There are probably in the master bedroom, there probably is a pretty large bed frame, but there probably just isn't the mattress or the blankets on top of it. It's probably just the frame itself.
Hammock on the bed frame.
There you go.
It's one of those 4-poster beds, and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. I have a bed. This is my bed. It's not a sack of random stuff. It's nice.
So if you guys don't have anything else, we can just kind of fast forward to the next.
As long as an
day.
assassin doesn't try to kill me in the middle of the night.
Nothing happens in the middle of the night.
Cool.
Roll for assassin ability.
When you wake, you do notice that there are still people passed out on the dock area.
Yeah.
But it's anywhere near as crowded as what it was when you guys arrived yesterday. It seems like a lot of people are dispersing quickly. Now that the news is out that the dragon has been defeated, people are starting to make their way home. And the city seems to be calming itself down from their all-day celebration, and things seem to be going back into normal.
Glass is fake.
Yep.
Okay.
No lenses.
Lida.
Yes, Captain.
A moment, please.
Yeah,
So we have 2 boats.
Yeah,
and we
do,
have
Captain.
1 crew.
Admiral Silas.
Yeah. Thank you. Heard. 2 boats, 1 crew, not enough to do both ships. We're at a crossroads.
It appears that we are, Captain.
One love.
We were approached by the council of the city. They wish for us to fund 2 boats for them for defense of the city. They also need a boat to send ambassadors to Rodan.
Yes.
In my opinion, we should probably not send them with the giant boat as ambassadors back to the city, unless they were to give this boat back as a gift, as a peace offering, and we could keep the Emerald Faith.
That is a good plan.
If we were to keep the Rodamian ship, we would need to hire more crew, which we have funds to do. I just do not know if we're at a point that we want to.
I believe at the number of crew members that we have,
I don't want to bare bones it,
it's we could sail it, Captain. It's just going to be a lot of work.
I want to be comfortable on my ship. Not that I do a lot of the work anyways. Give me your opinion.
Why did you do
Turtle stretching his neck.
Oh god,
Well,
that made me dizzy.
Captain, you have been talking about securing a larger vessel for quite a number of weeks.
Big boats are nice.
Um,
We could go further distances, keep more rations and munitions on. There's cannons on this
there's
ship
cannons. Yes, there's cannons.
for self-defense.
Self-defense, which is a good thing, but also extra supply costs.
Yeah.
Making sure that we have the materials and the ammunition.
We can afford it right now,
Okay.
until I spend all my money, like I usually do.
We can always. I can do
Well,
stuff.
I assure you this, Captain. Whatever decision you do make, your crew is 100% behind you.
You're just like that councilman, just kind of helpful.
Well, but you've I mean, look at you've weighed down their coin pouches quite extensively.
Yeah, I hope they get new coin pouches, because the ones they had probably weren't big enough. Okay. Well,
There's also the fact that you could leave the larger ship in possession of Knollbun, and then they have half of what they need already.
Oh.
that concerns me. If they're going to send ambassadors as peace talks between Rodam and them, but then they still have their boat,
Yeah,
that might not go smoothly.
could go. Yeah, they could also use it as leverage.
That's true too. But I also like the idea of having cannons on our ship.
They're nice cannons.
I can only point my lightning in one direction at a time. This is... Anyways, something to ponder. I'll consider it. Thank you.
Although I am quite fond of the Emerald Fate, is
I feel
Service
Willow
well.
nod from the distance. It's a big slurp, y'all. Okay,
Easy there, Captain.
rough night. Just a bottle. I need a bottle of water. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you, Lara.
all your ideas sound good. It's just what suits you.
Blowing a lot of smoke right now. All your ideas sound great there, Kevin.
They do. They're all
Okay.
viable options.
I'll have to talk with the adventuring party here and figure that out.
We could hire more crew and sail them both.
The more people we get, the less I start to trust our crew.
That's a good point.
I've earned everyone's trust here because I've paid them a lot of money.
Oh, indeed.
And I don't know any
Earned
other
their
ships
trust.
that pay as much
Want
as
their
we do.
trust. Earn their trust. Same thing.
We're almost like pirates.
I'm sure you could find crew here. What's left over, the remnants of people who've been displaced, but then you just don't know what quality of crew you're getting.
Right. And I don't want to have like tryouts, you know. That's kind of,
I mean, are these people trained in sea travel? I don't know. I mean, I know some of them are because they obviously fish in this bay. But
we also don't want to go to like the pirate port and get some people who might, you know, start a mutiny.
we could. I feel like the last time that we were there, we got into a little bit of trouble.
That's true. A lot of trouble.
We can't go back. But we could go back with a different boat
Maybe.
and different faces.
But it's like, it seems like every place we go, we can't ever go back again. Why
Except
is this-
here, apparently.
Well, this is great news.
Well,
It's fun.
unfortunately, we still have to travel us all over the world still. So,
Let me ask you this, Captain.
ask me.
Oh, God.
Ask me.
How does it feel to do such a heroic deed?
You know, I don't really. I don't want to consider it a heroic deed in my eyes. I know in everyone else's. Obviously, the whole city's in celebration, but going around and slaying dragons and or you know, accomplishing Willow's goals and everyone else's goals is great. And I've become more powerful and the ship has become more trustworthy and excellent and stuff. But heroics is not why I'm here. So, I don't know, it doesn't really affect me too much.
Dang.
It's great, free drinks and nice praise, but it doesn't drive me forward. Finding things about my past and more turtles like me in Marlin is what I'm really after.
Well, then it seems that we have a lot more adventuring to do.
A lot more traveling and no one better else to do it with. It was pretty rough alone, so I like being with other people to get it done.
She starts to kind of like walk away as she nods to you. She's like, picks up a rope and starts to kind of like roll it up and just, Captain Silas, the accidental hero. Just kind of starts walking around the ship.
She's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang out on the boat for a while. I don't have any plans today until I speak with the party.
Yeah, what was your intentions when you guys?
I guess I can walk towards the house.
So, are you going to go to the house to meet them?
Yeah, and I'll try and look for Kopic on the ground on the way there.
Kopic will he'll probably be passed out on the ship, so you can either leave him at the ship or he can go with you. Either way is fine. He'll just be kind of like a
I'll bring him with me.
PC in the background for this session. So.
Kopic, you want to go? No. Okay.
Headache.
Oh, he must have drank a lot. He's able to have a headache.
Get over his hangover. But Silas, you approach the house and you knock on the door.
No, I walk in.
You just walk in?
Yeah, use my key knock on the door.
Silas makes his way in. I'm assuming you guys are probably already awake and...
Most likely.
I'm probably on a cleaning spree again.
Still cleaning. Using your magic.
I've still got my thing on because I don't think she's... Have you done it to the upstairs floor yet?
I don't... I'm somewhere. Who knows?
I'm going to keep that on until the entire house is dedusted.
Figured I'd find you guys here.
Yep.
Yeah, because you tried to take the deed from me and find the address, so that makes sense.
That would kind of make sense. A little bit.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm allergic to dust. I have allergies.
I don't know how you survive outside. Anyways.
I mean, I'm a druid. We have to. I lived in a commune elf thing. It's, this is my first bed. It's cool. Most of the time we just put hay together in like these little pouches that we just kind of put together. And you have to dry them out every day because every night they get real muggy. But look, this is an honest to goodness bed. Next I need to get a mattress.
So maybe we should just get somebody to do the thing to fill the house up instead of you guys.
Well, technically, since we have to go adventuring more, it's not like this house is actually going to be hours for now. It's going to be her family's. You may not have known that.
Cool.
I should probably tell you that. Yeah, they're going to live here.
I'd give this to you, Illyri. Right? Does your mom want this? I can't give it to her. It says legal transfer. This document must be witnessed by the magistrate of a legal authority recognized by a member of the Crescent Council of Knollbun. There's no legal authority here, but I'll just hang on to this, and if I die, they can take it. I'll just write your name on the bottom.
Should we not just leave it here?
I feel like here would be a better place to have it instead of with us, because if the deed goes questioned, then
Can we
they
put
can...
it under the doormat? Where do you want it?
I don't know. You can put it in the office. There's an office attached to the master bedroom.
Just take it. Just here.
Rosella looks at you guys. We can put it in the special thing behind the picture upstairs.
Answer.
That's Rosella.
Rosella,
Yeah.
I love you more and more each day. Show me what you mean.
Oh, right, that's... Come on,
I am
come
so unbelievably
she rushes
excited.
up the staircase, which kind of curves up the stairs, and it goes through the hall, and you can see there's this painting, a framed painting kind of in the hall.
Who is it?
You don't know. It's like a couple that look like they're wearing really fancy, medieval, ritzy clothes. You're not really sure who it is, but you should watch her. She walks up and she's, look at this. And it swings open, and there's there's a safe behind it.
We're gonna put it in the safe. But also, I just want to ask you, Rosella, are there any hidden corridors you've also found? Because I feel like you are the authority.
She is. She will find
what else have you found?
Well, I have found that there is some storage spaces in the kind of attic area.
Ooh, that's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?
There's lots of big spiders in there too. So
That's all you. I'm a druid. Doesn't mean I like them.
found a dead rat. It's underneath
That's
one of the
sad.
shelves in the cellar.
Did you bury him?
No.
Don't touch him.
I
Go.
didn't
Don't
really
don't
wanna
touch him.
touch him.
Yeah, don't touch him.
I found a stick and I poked it with the stick a couple times.
Sweep him up and then take him out outside and just put him in the
I couldn't
compost
find a
pile.
broom.
We'll get one of those.
Okay.
Here's a platinum. Go get a broom.
It's just-
I want to spend some time with the safe
10
to
gold
figure
can
out.
buy you
me
the
just
best
thinking, like,
broom in the
oh,
town.
thanks, she's gonna get
A
with that.
magic broom.
It sweeps itself.
Yeah.
It just
I'm
She's
gonna spend
come
some time
back
with the safe.
So many cupcakes.
I'm so ready. Like I'm so ready. This kid, I want to be the fun aunt
all
for this
kinds of
kid.
trinkets. I mean,
You hear
You just made her weep.
Answer! Quick! We gotta go buy a broom! And Answer's
Rosella,
like,
Rosella, Rosella.
okay.
I have one rule. Master bedroom's mine. That's it.
That's fine. You hear both of them off the front porch, and they rush down the city streets.
They can hang out in the master bedroom. I don't care. It's just mine. I want to try to figure out the
I mean,
combination.
all
for
the bedrooms
lock.
in this place are large, so like determining which one's a master is difficult because
They're all big.
The one I'm in is the master.
The upstairs ones in the back have like like double doors that open up into kind of like what
I want one of
and
those.
they open up into
That's-
like
those
a
are-
deck area.
those
There's
are
no
ours.
like stairs or ladders that
Mhm.
lead down from them. They're
Just
just like
about.
these overhang areas.
I need that for my.
We're gonna grow a
owl.
trellis so then we can just climb straight to the roof if we want. I mean, I'm gonna
mean,
be a
I-
little bit
yeah.
squirrely, but you can go the normal way.
I mean, I have an owl, so I should like.
You do need
Let's
roof
go.
access.
Mhm.
You need this. You
I do.
need this. You deserve this.
Thank you.
I put the deed in the thing. That's
Okay.
it.
Is it open?
Well, I want to spend some time and learn the combination.
We can either say it's a combination,
Mhm.
or we could say that it has keys to it.
Okay.
Which I would say there would be 2 keys. So you guys can.
I'll keep a key, you keep a key? Or no,
Leave
your
it
mom
with the
keeps a
family,
key,
yeah.
and then
I
you
don't
keep a
want
key?
anything.
I'll keep a
I have
key.
a boat.
I'll keep a key.
I don't need a room.
Yes.
I mean, you're gonna need 3 rooms, at least for your family. 2 rooms plus Copic. That's
How many rooms are
6. That's
I would say there's probably at least you could have 8 rooms in this place.
We'll be
Okay.
fine.
8 bedrooms?
4 downstairs, 4
Okay.
upstairs.
yeah.
Plus your living room, your kitchen
Kitchen,
area.
Wine
You got
cellar.
the wine cellar and
Study.
the whole this little study area. Yeah.
The library,
You know.
the billiard room.
The study could be like it could be a study slash
conservatory.
library.
Yeah.
The
It could be like-
the conservatory.
the war room.
Yeah.
Yes, the war room. The craft room.
The foyer.
The
The
mud room.
ballroom.
With the
Caps,
candlestick.
2-car garage.
We're so
Yes.
done, you guys.
The she shed in the back.
Yep, gotta have
Uh-huh.
that.
Okay. So, are we paying to fund this war? Boats thing?
We do need to talk about that.
Yeah.
I think we should help in some way. We don't want the city to be defenseless. We told them we would help.
Okay.
I think new boat's best boat.
So, if we fund them 2 ships, they will have to take the time to build them,
Yes,
which leaves them defenseless until.
correct.
But also there's a certain amount of time that Rodam has to take to come down here.
Right.
So
I mean, that's weeks compared to months to build a ship.
and they're just gonna move the cannon, so the dock will be defensible. It's just not they won't have mobile
Yeah.
strike force.
Nice military terms there. Mobile strike force.
Mobile straight.
I say we give them the Emerald Fate and that we go with the Rodamian vessel because, you know, they can say, hey, our heroes, they took it without us even being able to do anything. Oh no. On a
Right.
plausible deniability.
Right.
Also, I feel like we are a growing
Organization.
family.
Organization.
And I think we're gonna need some room to spread our wings along our adventures. And I personally really like the cannons, not canyons. I've never seen a canyon, actually.
Is that going to put a giant target on our back, though?
We already have a giant target on our
Is
back
that
at this
ship
point.
faster than the Emerald Fate?
Let me check.
They know both of the ships now, though.
We can still paint it.
We can paint this one.
Travel pace.
Even if you paint it.
4 miles
really-
per hour, 96 miles per day. Versus your ship
3.
is faster, 5 miles per hour,
Ah.
120 miles per day. You would know that because the ship is larger and it carries more weight,
Right.
it's going to be a little bit slower.
Okay. Well, that's not that.
Could we just
Big
pay to
difference.
have a cannon installed on our boat? I don't know how boats work.
I mean, yes, but not as many. It's not as
Obviously
long.
not as many, but
You're just afraid that target on our back means Radom's gonna.
follow us to the ends of the earth. Yes,
Yeah, but what are we afraid of?
I'm very afraid. I mean, I'll do it, but
I mean, a person is a person.
I'm on a bigger quest here.
Oh, I know.
We also may need to repaint it later on, just because what if we land somewhere where Rodam is not welcome?
That's why we're going to paint it now.
Oh, we're gonna paint it now?
If
What's the
we
color
keep
scheme?
it.
But this is I mean, it's pretty fancy, is it not? We'll slap in some paint on it, make it not
We can
recognizable.
spend a lot of money on it to change it.
Yeah,
We can change
slapping
the
some paint on it won't change the
figurehead.
shape.
Mm-hmm.
We could change the material of the mast if we wanted to. New sails, new paint. Get rid of all this ugly gold trim and get a different, better color green. You know, we could even.
I think the craftsmanship is glorious, but okay.
I just want you all to know that we'll have to use our imaginations if you
Correct.
Yes.
Yes,
Because this
Yeah.
also,
that's fine. That's fine.
I do think there's some.
We're using our imaginations.
It'll stop it from being in the
That took a lot of
distance.
time.
Somebody recognizing it as a.
Yeah, I don't want us
Rodamian
on
vessel.
site to be like, oh, either that's Rodam or oh, those are the people that stole the Rodam ship. Neither of those options sound great.
I think painting it at least will painting it and doing a little bit of cosmetic work will at least give us a little bit of a cushion. And also, while we're fixing the boat, maybe we're here as added protection in case Rodam just rolls up.
It's better to defend ourselves. I mean, they could just track us by other means. One of them got away. I don't know how they're going to find us, but.
You know, at this point, we have an ally. The city of Knollbun. That's pretty cool.
And we don't even know where we're going next.
Yeah, we do, don't we? I thought we were going weren't we going to my leg?
map.
Right here.
Right, we're going this far.
And I slap up my leg, and I'm like, and additionally, you know that beeping thing on the little,
Was also
those
near
guys? It was right over here.
Yeah.
Also near, it's not on my leg,
as
though.
Willa just said a minute ago, she's on a quest.
Which reminds you, Silas.
Yeah,
When she says that about the beeping, you picked up a bunch of paperwork
I did.
when you were in the
Captain's quarters.
alien
Yeah.
vessel.
I did grab just everything.
You grabbed everything.
Yeah.
Did you read any?
No, I haven't read any of it. I just stuffed it away.
Yeah. So that just reminds you that you have that.
Okay.
Those materials when she talks about, and you guys all remember it. And you,
Yeah,
And Copic still
I
has
just
the-
had this random thought.
laser blaster that he's been
Yeah.
firing to.
She has this random thought. I forgot I stole all this.
And isn't her
Stack of
larger
pictures.
quest?
We're in the war room, by the way.
Her larger quest also is to get all the keys.
/study/library.
Her larger quest thing is to get all the keys to unlock the box and stuff, right?
Yes.
Generally. So, did we know that it was like a key was given to this, a key was given to that.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
there's
what
the
if we
paper
figure
thing.
that out and we see what's closest?
There was the not nice people and the
This.
other people, and
The
yeah.
Concord of the Realm.
Yep.
Yep, got it. Yep.
She's got a non-burned edition.
Non-burned edition. Yeah, that was.
One key with the elves and the jungle, one by the dwarves. We have the halfling key, and the finals in the empire.
Of
We're not going to that one yet.
Endor. Endor.
And on the door.
Endor.
Hmm.
And on the door.
Kumanamana, the jungle of Falangana.
Well, we don't know
Do
any
we have
dwarves.
a map that I could look at?
Yeah, I do! I smacked my leg up on the table.
Not that one.
Well, this was the map that you got when you guys accommodated or acquired the Emerald Fleet.
Acquired.
Yeah.
And this was the map that you guys put together, piecing all those maps
Yeah.
to make the kind of global map.
Yes.
Now that one is not labeled.
My leg is here.
Yes, your leg is there, so that's
Yep, your leg is in that area.
by
Wait, let me-
Gollum Home.
Feather out.
It's actually south. Actually, it's
Is it Folland?
It's farther south than
okay.
that map actually
Got it.
reaches.
So
So this
Knollbun is down
Ravan.
here.
Where?
Knollbun is down there.
So
So,
it's
you
on
guys
this
are
map.
kind of you guys would have to sail like
The troubled
directly
lands.
across
Right, the
to
troubled
those
lands.
those areas.
Okay. So.
And the river that you guys were talked about that kind of matched
Yes.
the shape of your leg, like goes in an inlet there, and you see those 3 large lakes
Yes.
up there. It like travels all the way up to that like
Oh,
to those lakes.
Okay.
Oh man, we're
So
going to
we could sail up
Michigan.
there.
Yeah, go to Michigan.
We're going to Michigan.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cold.
So.
I think it was the Arbus. River.
Using these
Arbus River.
maps,
Arbus River.
could I figure out where this jungle is? Do we know the general area?
Can we get a cartographer from Knollbun to
Do
help
we
us?
know what colony, country, place this is? Is this
wanna go
the
to the
Folland?
Well, when you guys talked to, you guys remember Major Ursa from
Yes.
who had
Yes.
the guild that you guys are the Mariners Guild. He did kind of show you where that was in the Arbus River in that location, so you guys would be aware of its location and how to get there. Yeah.
But would we know if it's this thing that says the Huamana jungle of Folland?
That would be his best guess. He'd never heard of the Humana jungle.
Hmm.
So the leg tattoo is also the same possible region as the elves?
It could be the.
That means there's
possibility.
3 things that
He's
are going
not.
together.
He's not sure because that is so old
Mhm.
that it could be called something different now. Like lands are conquered by other people,
True.
or new people move in, and then they change the names to everything, and everything's reset. He's not really 100% sure.
So I mean, that's 3 things that are in that location potentially. But if you guys wanted to, we could figure out where Renan's Deep is. Renan's Deep.
I think it's. Well, I mean, we have like no kind of lead on that, so go with the lead that we have. We have your leg.
It's a map of your
We have.
ancestral home, probably.
If I didn't have to live in the woods, in this set of woods, with all the old biddies, you know, it'd be cool. It'd be really cool to
Banana
figure
costume.
out the harrowing days of my youth. And now I'm old and spotted. Here you are.
Long gone.
Thank you.
Long gone are the days of the green peel.
I'm ready for the compost.
Perfect.
Throw me in. Let
Leave
me
to-
decay.
Question about this boat. Is the craftsmanship like super recognizable if we paint it, add a couple little things, or is it just like, oh, that's a nice boat? Or will people look at it and say, oh, that's a nice Rodamian boat?
There are pieces of it that are definitely flavored Rodamian, but it would take somebody investigation to like
Okay.
really know.
Okay.
A Rodamian's gonna a person from Rodam is gonna recognize it immediately.
Okay.
But that's not just to say like different countries build ships and then sell them to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you have a Rodamian vessel doesn't mean
Yeah.
for a
We'd
fact
have
that
to get close to it. too.
Especially if we change a couple little things here
Right.
and there.
We just have to make it not
This-
look like a military
that's
vessel.
the problem with this
Yes.
ship is it looks more military. So it's going to look like a naval vessel in comparison to your normal sailing ship or your, trade ship.
Girl, we need to decorate.
What if we just install a
What?
big fishing net on the front of it? Make it look like a giant fishing boat with cannons. Never
Nah,
mind, it's
let's
terrible
make it
idea.
look like- We gotta make it look like a
In case the
trade ship,
Leviathan
because if
shows
we
up.
make it look like a trade ship, then we can add some filigree on it to cover up some of the Rodamian military aspects, and there wouldn't be a question as to why we're out in the middle of the ocean, where if we were a fishing vessel out in the middle of
Wouldn't
nowhere,
make any sense.
wouldn't make any sense unless you were like
Deep sea fishing.
crabbing
Yeah.
for king crab. Alaskan king crab. Like that one show on TLC.
So, we'll keep the big boat.
If that's what y'all want to do.
That is what I want to do.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
You're the captain, Captain.
Wow.
I'm okay.
You're
with this
acknowledging my authority. It's amazing. Kopic, we got the big boat.
Hey!
Would we like to leave the Emerald Fate here
Yes, they can-
as their ambassadorship?
It is on loan.
Yes. I think that's fair.
Basically, if we come back and we're like, call it a mulligan.
Yeah.
We'll try.
Ah.
Yeah. Yes, they may borrow it as their
As their
ambassadorship.
building.
We gotta tell him to be good to her. Oh my god,
Who's
can we
gonna-
leave Ozymandias here? Can we finally get rid of him?
We can put
Throw
them
him
in.
in a
Dude, apparently
That's not
Lida's been
jail.
cleaning out his poop bucket this entire time. I don't even know why Lida's been doing it and not making Gleep or somebody do it. But this entire time, she's been
Dexter.
cleaning out the poop bucket.
Dexter needs to do
I
it.
think Lida was kind of making sure that Tegan was doing all those things.
Oh, my bad. I
That was-
misunderstood, guys. You know, we probably should give T a
Lida's
break.
kind of more an administrator in charge of the
She's a
crew members,
delegator.
and she
Yeah.
delegates them to do this.
And I'm gonna be real, I don't want us to hit one big wave and then have, like, Ozymandias poop all over the brig.
Oh,
I'm just not here for
I
it.
just don't want to be around him in general.
We could throw him. They have a
do
brig
you
here.
want me to kill him?
Well, that doesn't quite feel right either. What if we need him?
I'm neutral about it.
I can go either way.
I don't really care. I didn't even know he was still here.
Well, he deserves to be punished, yes. I wouldn't jump straight to murder, though.
If he dies, he doesn't have to be punished anymore.
We could put him in the brig here and just
I-
forget about him.
That can be part of our terms. Keep
Was
this
Ozymandias
prisoner
the
board.
skeleton dragon guy?
He was the spellcasting leader
Broke his
of
hands.
the cult
The
Yeah.
sand
that was
cult.
on that island
Yeah.
that didn't know about that secret place that you guys found,
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't
which
know.
led you to the box.
Right. And
Which
they didn't know
contains-
about the skeleton
They
dragon
didn't.
either.
They didn't. Well, they knew something was a curse or something on the
Okay.
island, but they were just kind of like a cult that was huddling up in there, and pirates kept on coming to try to like find treasure there and couldn't ever find
Okay.
it. Then you guys actually did.
Yeah, he can just. I'll pull. We have sway, obviously, with the city, so we'll just tell them we have a prisoner of war. Arrest this man.
Didn't we break his hands?
Yep.
Probably.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Well, let's leave him. He can't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he can with his teeth, but and he can poop on a ship.
He might have scurvy by now.
I mean, Lido handles that. He probably doesn't have scurvy, or that's his punishment. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have any teeth.
Okay, so we're gonna give them money for 2 boats and let them loan the Emerald Fate. We're going to hire somebody to redecorate, re-outfit our new ship, which I don't know. The Emerald Destiny sounds nice.
You're done. You are done naming ships.
What do you want it to be? It doesn't matter. It's my ship.
Girl, we are all on this ship. You think that this is going to be your ship after we killed a dragon? Nah. We get to name it.
Or what in the world could you possibly want to name?
I don't know yet, but I'm not liking Emerald Destiny. It sounds like the last Destiny's Child that didn't make it. Like it sounds bad. It's so crappy. I don't know. I don't know anything about Destiny's Child. I think it's just Beyonce and then 2 other ladies.
Single ladies.
And they're all single. Emerald Destiny sounds stupid. Come up with something. Let's shop it.
It can wait.
It could also just be the Emerald Fate.
2.
2.
Also.
Electric Boogaloo.
It would throw people off. They're like, that's the Emerald Fate? I thought it was much smaller.
I like it.
And then they can rename the little one.
Always keep them guessing.
I didn't know the Emerald Fate had cannons.
Can we not paint it green this time?
No, it will be wooden, but like a nice stained dark brown. Oh, almost like a tortoise shell color.
Could we actually stain it kind of like a cherry red? Cherry wood is so pretty.
You can do that in your lobster. In your
stain
in
a
your new
lobster.
house.
You can't. It is my house.
You can have
It is
cherry
my
wood
house.
floors if you want.
I don't need to. Things are already beautiful.
Okay, so we're gonna go give money to the man.
All right. I mean, we really
Yeah.
don't have to like role play all this.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys made your decision,
Yeah.
they're going to take the
So
money.
how much money
So
are
it
we
would be
subtracting?
50,000 gold. You guys donate to the city to build construction of 2 warships. Like you said, it is going to take some time for them to build.
So we each subtract how much?
12.5.
Yeah.
12.5k.
You guys have also agreed to loan the Emerald Fate to the city of Knollbun to use as an ambassador transport to Rodam to see if they can try to ease tensions between the two, the city and the country.
It's making us do math. You can't
Yeah.
just remove,
We have to
convert it. So here, I'll just
You have to
I'm just gonna
convert
make a note and I'll.
45.
Sure. Yeah, you guys can make notes for this. And
Just add the gold and remove the platinum, and then do it. Or you guys, I had 0 money, so it's pretty easy for me to do that. Because
I was like,
I'm just gonna
What?
make myself a note to do when we're done.
So you paid gold. You also bring Ozymandias
Yes.
under. Ask the city to hold him under. You said war crimes.
Yeah.
that would
What
be
was it?
1,250 gold.
bad person.
Or 50
No.
platinum.
Yeah.
yeah.
So just
1,250
subtract that.
platinum.
You
Yeah.
guys
How
basically
much
tell
platinum?
them
1250 platinum.
Okay.
tell them he's like a cult leader, and they immediately like lock him up.
Oh, perfect.
And I think that was everything, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and to hire somebody to re-outfit the ship.
ship.
I will give you guys the cost of that later
Okay.
Okay.
because I want to think about that a little bit about how much it
Yeah.
would cost.
Sails.
You want new sails on it
Yeah.
too?
New sails, new stain on the wood
Okay.
/ paint, and then
Black sails.
some removal of like some of these fancier posts and things.
Some of the
Okay.
things that are distinctly Rodamian.
Yes.
Make them
Make it
prettier, fancier.
Or just wood.
All right, sure. Yeah.
Prettier,
Yeah, you
fancier.
kind of communicate that to the people at the docks, the shipyard area, and they will charge you a certain amount. I'll come up with that
Sure.
later. I want to make sure that it's fair with. I want to check like the Ghost of Salt Marsh book too. Double check so I get some of the ship information out of there. So.
All right. And then
But yeah, we'll like for this amount of time. You guys can stop me if you want, but there's nothing really like stopping you guys right here. Nothing really important. So we're kind of like we can skip forward to head to whenever you guys the ship is done.
I have to use the restroom.
You can go use the restroom.
Yep. So let's do that and then resupply the ship with new rations, cannonballs if we can find them, if the ship doesn't already have some on there. I think it does.
The ship has some on there, and the city doesn't really want to let go of any of the
Yeah,
cannonballs
that's
that they
true.
have for the cannons that
We'll
they
keep
do have. That would have to be probably resupplied somewhere else.
That's fine. So just food, ale,
They can
oranges.
definitely do food, ale, oranges, any kind of like tools or materials that you guys
Yeah.
would need. They can also,
extra lumber, all that stuff.
and they will do all that at like a discounted price.
Cool.
So once I get a price for that, I'll let you
Okay.
guys know what that's.
Yeah. And then Ozymandias is off. He's the worst. And then,
I would like to think, as we're waiting on this boat to be fixed, that we're spending time. I'm spending time with my family
Sure.
and
yeah.
helping get the house into shape.
There
letting my
is
mom kinda
there is
run the
now a
household.
broom in every room in your house
Of course, there is.
with a matching dustpan.
Of course, she did.
I would like to go and buy some potions of healing if there are any available in the city.
Unfortunately, I don't think there are any available in this city.
Okay.
Potions of
I
healing.
think they're pretty run down right now.
I can't remember if the guys from. I don't have that.
There was the shop that
The Crystal Clear's place.
where Kopic stole a sword.
That was at
That was
Okrago, the
somewhere
pirate.
else.
Oh, it wasn't
That's
here?
why we're not welcome back.
No, I
Yeah.
forgot. Okay. Well, never
Yeah, the
mind.
stealing of the sword got you guys in some trouble over there.
Then we'll just have to Find a big city.
Are
there any other big cities on the continent besides like the Rodamian capital?
On Rodam?
Or
anywhere
within the ocean reach that we can get to?
Yeah, I would like some new levels.
I would like to spend some money on some magical items.
I would like some new armor.
Yeah.
The problem with up here is like Knollbun is the only city down here that's like coastal that is like populated. Because once you get up to like the troubled lands, that's a mess.
Sounds like trouble.
Yeah, it's filled with monsters and undead and all kinds of stuff. The problem with all of these cities is this is all Rodam.
Right.
Okrago is kind of like on the border. This is even Rodam up here.
Okay.
So Westbridge up here is kind of like, and that didn't even have a lot.
Right.
Royden actually has more is a bigger city than Westbridge.
The banana suit.
And you guys aren't really sure about over on this coast. Like you guys haven't been this far over here, so you're not really sure.
Well, I guess we'll just head towards Elfland and jungles and see if there's a city there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe there's like the peak of civilization in the modern world there. Whatever it is.
Sure.
Or it's an ancient snake temple again.
Don't forget to leave your family with some money so that way
absolutely.
they can handle the guild fees and taxes for property
also
upkeep.
handing out money to people if they want to.
And furnishing the house
Soup
and
kitchens.
surviving and,
I'll
starting
also
a business.
We did not. Y'all
apparently.
didn't hand out any money.
We did.
How much?
30,000 gold.
You handed out 30,000 gold last night.
I didn't think that.
I mean, I handed 50 gold to everybody until there wasn't any money left.
Right.
At least I haven't
So-
counted it.
Yeah, that would have taken
No.
you forever.
Okay, so I handed out a lot of money, but I haven't counted it, okay?
Do you
Don't
want to
get on
leave
to
the
me.
rest of it here in the house in the safe and let them distribute?
Yeah.
Because we can't take it with us.
Fine.
You keep it. I don't care. You said you were going to do something with it.
I
and you
like
didn't
her
do it.
family. I'm going to give her family the gold. Here's the rest. Give it to
we
you.
Her
can
eyes
put
filled
that.
with greed.
When you say furnish the house, what level of furnishment are you guys looking for? Are you guys looking for, I'm rich, I want to live it up?
I
Or
don't-
Are you looking at
I don't think they
just
would do that.
Modest, or are
Modest
you
living.
looking? Okay, got it. All right.
Because
Well-
I feel like modest living for the halflings would be like,
living.
oh yeah, like we are
Yeah.
living large right now.
What I'll do is I'll get like kind of like a price together for what it would cost later, and I'll share that with you. You guys have plenty.
I
of
will
money,
leave
so-
them money and whatever that price is. I'll say, okay, that's how
Okay.
much we love them.
Sure.
And I'll give money to
You
whatever
guys
it
have
is.
plenty of it right now. Okay.
Flush with cash. All right. Well, I guess we're going to head off in a few days or week or two, however long it takes to change the boat.
I would say probably with them putting all their resources into it, it probably would only take a week to have that ship ready.
Cool.
So you guys spend a week kind of like going out, picking out things for the house, and moving it into the house and getting things all comfortable for your family. And
Trying to figure out how to make an owl corner near the balcony for
Yeah.
Rowan. Like, what does he want to sleep on? Just like some custom woodwork going on here.
it's the dog.
She wants to lay and
She
ruin
wants
things
to
again.
pull the cords.
That's it.
The children, they yearn for the mines. Dogs. They yearn.
So
We can start our garden while we wait.
I'm gonna fill it with stuff that doesn't really take too much upkeep, so that way when we come back, it's gonna be like a lovely English garden.
Well, we need stuff that we can use to make into wine as well. So a variety of fruits.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get them a bunch of.
That good old
Plants.
blueberry wine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's get some muscadine wine going.
Mhm.
Strawberry wine.
And each different custom bottle will be a different flavor.
Oh, of course, of course. And then also a bunch of
And then-
food stuff for them in case they don't want to go and purchase a bunch of stuff and they want to keep their money, you know, because they're probably still gonna be mentally living like, you know, beforehand.
mean, a
It's
hobbit
gonna
kitchen.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
One thing that, as you guys are like walking out and spending some of this money and going forth, you do realize that the taxes have dropped exponentially.
Yes. We didn't even have to
Because-
threaten them.
Wow, there's
We
good people running
save
this
the
city.
government.
Well, you guys get the idea that if they continued to tax that high, with the population kind of dispersing now, that
Everyone would leave.
everyone would leave, or the people that have been like established there and rooted there would have some things to say.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Okay.
The government doesn't really have an excuse anymore.
Yeah, that's
So-
right. I'm gonna run for governor
One day.
one day.
All right.
Save the world. Run for
Save
governor later.
Save the world.
We'll make
Run
you
for
governor if you
governor.
save the world.
Governor of the world?
Now you're on the right track.
Obu does not need that responsibility. Doesn't want that responsibility.
Doesn't need that
Doesn't
responsibility.
deserve that responsibility.
Empress of the 90 Silks.
Yes.
Empress of the 90 Silks.
It's like a Tibetan palace, but they're all actually just connected to me. Like you sit down in a pillow and you're like, and I'm like, that's my leg. I don't know. Tons of
Okay.
silk.
So I guess we're gonna head off. Say goodbye to your family.
That was rough.
That was rough.
Why should you just say it like
You can
that?
bring them if you want.
I'm better, but I am recovering, sir.
Hey,
Take
And
you
you
can
wanna
write
stay
them
here?
letters. They have an address. But you gotta write them in secret. Because, well, depending on where we are, if we want to be like, but no, you can't really write letters across the ocean.
Yeah, she has now. Plus.
I do, but
A courier pigeon?
I'm not gonna use him as a pigeon. He's more than that.
He's majestic. He doesn't go, oh, he does go, they're like the same bird.
Not quite.
As you're kind of gathered around.
I just
your
see an
family,
owl
and
staring at me in
You
the
can see
distance.
that Silas is kind of getting impatiently waiting at the door, grabbing his things. Kopik's got his things ready to go, and Illyri, your mom, comes to you and kind of embraces you into a hug and says, "I'm so glad that you came back for us. Your father
Glad I
will be
found
so proud of you."
Thank you.
I want to go to Rosella, and I want to get down to her level. I want to give her a silk. And I'd be like, Rosella, you're the only one here who doesn't think I'm batshit crazy. And thank you for that. And now, I want you.
Thank you for giving me one that matches your hair. That's pretty cool. She ties it up into her little ponytail.
My heart! And I want you to be as chaotic as you want when you're wearing the silk. And only then. When you're normal Rosella, you're normal Rosella. I don't want you to besmirch your good name, okay?
That's
You
the
only-
secret. You know what the secret is?
What?
I'm never gonna take it out.
That's not what I said.
You didn't hear me?
Be good sometimes. You gotta keep them guessing. That's all I'm gonna say. Be good
Gotcha.
when you gotta be good, and be bad when you want to be bad.
Did you just give her permission to be bad whenever she wants to?
Yes.
That's not Rosella. Don't do that.
Call your mom or that's
Can I ask you to convey
Oh,
to her?
Rosella's my cousin.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
smart.
Remember that coin you gave me?
Yeah.
I spent it all. Can I have another?
Yeah.
Come on. That whole conversation.
Answer! Come on!
Can I get some more money?
Rosella answered.
Ruffle her hair on the way out.
They
She
rush
really
out
likes me.
with another platinum in hand, tearing off down the street.
I think she likes me.
She adores you.
Yes. Does she have her ears pierced yet? Next time when we get back, I'm gonna go take her to get her ears
Oh,
pierced.
she's that
Limited too.
amped. She's that amped. That
Yeah.
doesn't
Let's
really-
go.
Take her to limited too.
Oh man, I'm gonna take her to Claire's.
Players, yeah.
Then we're gonna go to the tattoo parlor.
Alright. Off to the sea. My favorite place to be.
My first love. Harg me hearty. I heard somebody
Wouldn't it be
say that.
awful if I talked like that? the
Yeah,
whole
it
campaign?
I heard a guy in the bar talk like that.
So,
it's pretty crazy, man.
All of your crew are now on.
Everyone's accounted for.
Everyone's
Nobody
accounted for.
left.
Where's Gleep?
No one left.
Okay, I look at all of them. I'm honestly half shocked that you're all still here. I thought some of you would not want to come back since you have a bunch of money. But this place is not the best city that we've ever been to, so you probably want to go somewhere else, huh?
Somebody say, yeah, the city kind of sucks. Not a whole lot going on, Captain.
Well, we're going to go somewhere else. So
We're going to another
welcome
continent.
to the new ship. I hope you like it.
Ah.
Get yourself acquainted. And we are headed west.
Have you guys ever been to this place? And I'll point at the big map and
On
the
your
colored
right.
one and be like, or I want to point to my leg, which is also conveniently right here. And I'll put at the big map.
Okay.
It's not my leg. I want to
Has
point.
anybody ever been there?
Anybody ever been here?
Crew.
Everybody seems to shake their head no. And not since being a part of this crew, never.
Do you guys think this is really cold or really hot?
I think
Based
it's
on
the
where it is
same
on the meridian?
climate as where we are now.
Yeah, it's relatively tropical.
Okay,
kind of
good.
a
Let's
situation. Sure,
go.
it's warm.
Didn't know if we need to get new boots for the turtle man.
I'm good.
So you guys set sail, and I'm going to let you guys know that there is several days pass, no issues
Good.
whatsoever.
It's a big boat.
And honestly, you feel like as you're the ship's navigator, I believe.
Mhm.
Looking at your maps, by all indications, you should be arriving probably within the next couple of days. But it's that moment, Silas, up top. Yeah, there's
Smell
something in the
I
air.
smell it.
You smell something. Well, it's
The
actually
smelly
like-
smell, the
it's like
smell
you feel
smelly.
something.
Okay.
The temperature's starting to drop. Like, you're in a tropical region, like, near what would be, like, the equator.
Wind's
Probably
howling.
south of the equator. But all of a sudden, like, rapid temperature drop.
Mhm.
It starts getting colder and colder.
This isn't shorts weather anymore.
No, so
I look
it's-
up.
You look up?
Watch the clouds for a moment.
You're watching the clouds, and you see it. You notice it a little bit. It's almost as if, like, you're starting to go through just, like, this slight bit of fog or haze.
Can I?
It's easy to tell when you look up because you
Yeah.
can see it through, you kind of
Move through.
moving through with the blue sky above you.
Okay. Is this something I've ever encountered before?
I mean, you guys have been through fog before.
Right. A cold fog.
It's weird. Why temperatures would drop all of a sudden? I mean, you've had massive temperature drops when a storm was approaching,
But
But-
I don't see any indication.
but
of
you don't
storm.
see like the waves. There's no like rapid
wind.
wind
Yeah.
or anything. There's no
Okay.
crashes of lightning on the horizon or anything like that.
I would just let the crew know that something is unnatural in these waters.
Alright.
Arr.
Eyes be peeled. Ha!
Yeah.
Banana joke.
Eyes be peeled. Aye, Captain. Looking ahead, you guys all notice that that what would seem to be like a gradual cloud to you, like cloud cover, starts to look like a foggy mist ahead. Like you guys are headed towards like a misty area.
Let me ask Marlon to come watch with me.
Oh yes, Captain. Let's get.
Everyone's over here now.
Could
And
I
it's the
do-
temperature is cold. Like it is cold. Like
Could I do an
I'm talking
Arcana
like
check?
30 to 40 degrees, like
Nice.
winter cold.
I'm gonna cuddle up next to Rowan and kind of pull his wings around me.
Okay, you got it.
I just want to do the Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana check. Okay, what are you trying to decipher?
Kind of if this is,
Magical in nature.
yeah, if this is put on, like, kind of more if this is an isolated thing or if this is, I don't really know what words I'm trying to say to you right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like if this is a tiny area, 24.
24.
Oh yeah, they're
Definitely seems like it has some kind of strange phenomena of an arcane nature. Without more information or without more study, or you're not really sure you'd be able to determine anything else right now.
You said it might be arcane. Or
Might,
not?
it's
Okay.
quite possible, yeah.
Okay.
It might be magic.
Retcon Kopic sends his ladies. home.
Yeah, we forgot to send
And-
Oh,
the
yeah,
ladies.
yeah. So it's his ladies home. Okay.
And Golnick goes with them. Golnick
Yes.
now lives with the ladies.
Golnick lives with the ladies.
Golnick lives
Leader
with
of
the
the
ladies.
ladies.
They
He's
did.
a ladies'
Now,
man.
this is something
Ladies
that will
bug.
be on the side. They did say that the other two individuals that were with them started to go through some kind of rapid transformation,
Aha, I
Did
knew
they
it.
kill him?
and they had to do what they had to do.
That's cool.
I told you guys. You guys all thought I was crazy, but I knew something was up with them. I knew that the brains
They-
went in the
They
brains.
probably had rabies or something.
Don't even with me. The brains go in the brains. The brains go in the
All right.
brains.
We'll keep sailing. Let's do half speed.
Half speed? Okay. Sure. So going through this mist, all of a sudden it's kind of all around you. It's still cold. Now, do any of you have like materials or clothes that are like would protect you or anything that protects you from cold?
I go in and
Probably
get the rest of my silks from the lobster.
Okay.
I am tying myself up. I look basically like the Michelin Man.
All right.
But I also am going to cast Produce Flame. And I'm just going to kind of...
Okay. Sure.
No, I just have my cloak.
And I'm going to alternate it between my hands. Warm them both up. Put it over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just tucked into Rowan.
Tucked into road. Okay.
I want to get closer to Kopic.
Okay. Closer to Copper.
I wanted to get closer to Bayleaf, but Bayleaf was just shivering
Now there
violently.
is. I didn't put it on that ship, but there is a crow's nest. Do you guys have anybody currently in the crow's
Yeah,
nest?
one of the
or-
gleep.
Gleep's
Gleep
always
is
in the crow's nest.
He's gonna freeze to death up there.
He's like, his teeth are chattering up there. You guys are sailing, and Captain, with you up there at the front,
Mhm.
with Marlin. Marlin kind of starts to squint. He's like, Captain, you see that?
Do I see it?
You don't even have to roll.
Okay.
What you see coming out of the mist ahead of you looks like a giant iceberg dead ahead.
Okay.
Rose!
You have 37 seconds.
Okay.
Decide what you would like your crew to do.
Cock it
Pull
hard
sails
to
up. Pull sails up immediately.
Okay?
Okay.
You're shouting this out?
Yep.
Captain, sails up! Sails up immediately! You hear
Light a hard to port.
Okay. Hard to port.
Hard
Hard to port!
Hard to port.
Okay.
I would like for all hands on deck, of course.
All hands on deck! You heard the captain!
Willow up on your owl.
Okay.
And Kopic up here with me.
Okay.
And
I was flying above the boat.
I'm gonna. I don't think. How far away are we from shore? Pretty far still.
Yes.
Okay.
Time
I
is
wasn't
up.
gonna drop anchor because we're too
All
far
right.
away.
So
Do you want me to hit it
here's
with
what I'm gonna
fireball?
say.
Okay.
The reason I choose 37 seconds is with the Titanic. That's how many seconds it took for them to see the iceberg
And
and,
then
to hit the
make
iceberg.
contact.
Oh wow.
Dang.
So you're giving commands. So
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and make a. I guess this would be some kind of charisma persuasion check, maybe,
Sure.
as you're doing your commands. You were jumping on Rowan and
Mhm.
kind of flying up above. What were you doing when you
I
were hearing the
was-
commands being tossed out?
I was probably up just moseying around on the top of the deck.
Okay, so as the commands were being shouted out, was there any that you would like to help out with, or basically this is a skill challenge. You
Yeah.
guys can make some rules based on what the commands that were shouted out.
Okay, what were the commands again? It was like, it was pull up the sails, turn hard port. I don't know what direction that is.
Who's currently on the helm? Who was driving?
Whoever is. If it's not Lida, then it's. Should have been Lida, I believe.
Okay, Lida would be on
Yeah.
the helm. Okay,
I'd probably be throwing up sails.
doing the sails. Okay,
15 for persuasion.
15 for persuasion.
What if I
okay.
cast Thunderwave on it? It push us 10 feet backwards. Or
You
it 10 feet.
You said sails?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength athletics check for me. For sails.
She's casting a spell on it.
Oh.
Oh, no, no,
Oh.
I can't. 9. Because I didn't mention it during
9,
the 37
okay.
seconds.
Kopic was just up there helping you. I would say, can somebody roll for Lida for me?
Sure. I can do it too. It's fine. Unless you want to.
And
For
yeah, go ahead and roll for Lida for see how I'm going to say this is. She's just going to general roll just to see how quickly she can get the ship.
ugh, 5.
5.
Oh, jeez,
okay.
Louise.
So the ship starts to turn.
Yeah.
But it's the scene from Titanic. Why aren't you turning? Why aren't you turning? And the ship starts to slowly turn, and it's like silent all around you. And that iceberg's getting closer and closer, and you hear the across the side of the ship. The ship takes 38 points of bludgeoning damage to its hull. This hull currently has 500 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
God.
if somebody would keep track of the hit points of the ship, that's 500 minus 38. As it does make contact with the iceberg. But now, as you're looking around, there are, and it's like, this is weird. Like, you're sailing in the tropics, and now it's cold, and there's an iceberg.
Yeah.
And then you're looking forward, and you can see more of them. Like, you're sailing into what looks to be like a minefield of icebergs.
Are we still moving?
Yes.
The sails are up.
Yeah, you're at half speed, but the sails are going to start to slow you down. But you're still moving a little bit.
Okay.
Can I help navigate? So by looking at, since I'm up in the air, can I see where the next iceberg is?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
And can I use my telepathy to tell Light? I guess I'll have to get a little bit closer to her because it's like 30 feet.
Mhm.
So I guess I'd have to swoop
Just
back.
shout.
Well, could she hear me from that far? Okay. Whatever. I'd have to fly back anyways, close enough for her to either hear me or telepathically hear me and tell her kind of which way to go.
Okay.
And then back up.
Okay.
Look more.
Yeah, either way is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the time to do that now that the ship is starting to slow down. Yeah, so you guys are starting to weave in and out of some of these icebergs that are floating by. Make a perception check for me as you're looking out.
19 plus 8.
19 plus 8. In front of the ship, to the left, I believe that's port. Because that's 4 letters. Left port.
Yep.
You see another iceberg that's approaching, but you can see what looks to be like dark silhouetted figures standing atop of it. And it starts to get closer and closer to the ship as the ship is sailing kind of towards it.
Zoom back by, yelling. There's people on the iceberg.
Okay, I'm going to cast Gust of Wind in the direction she told me the iceberg is.
Okay.
Which should disperse gas or vapor in that direction. Which
Okay.
The
mist is a
fog.
gas.
Oh, so you're trying to clear the fog?
You're
Yeah.
trying to clear the fog away.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's 10 feet wide, 60 feet forward. I don't know how far ahead it is from us, but it should clear. our
Oh yeah, it
immediate
clears
front.
your line of sight. Yeah, so you guys can start to see there in that direction, and I will show you what you see.
Hooray. Alright, sorry, Emerald Fate.
I'm going to cast Fireball.
Fireball.
And just melt it.
I learned a new spell.
Ooh.
That's very dangerous.
It's like Treasure Planet.
I learned a new spell,
fine.
but I can't use it at all right now.
I told Kristen, I was like, you need to get some RP spells. This will be an RP session.
You sure did. So I have majority RP spells right now.
Oh, buddy. I just kept the same ones I've kept the entire time.
I
Get a
switched
sixth
out
level.
a ton of spells.
Hmm?
I switched out a ton of my spells.
Ooh, I
Did you
Don't
get
know
a
what
6th
I did.
level? Powerful spell.
Were we supposed to go up a level?
Yes.
11, yeah. You didn't go up a level yet? You only get one spell. You get a level 6 spell slot.
Hang on.
So
I'll
you
pass
can
some
you have
level
time to
6
do it.
Spell cards.
Remember to level to 11.
And it looks like 2 of those individuals have arrows knocked, and they're pulling back on the arrows. So I need all of you to roll initiative.
Yay!
Cast
That spell that I
Fireball.
almost picked would have been really good for this. I told Mike what it was too. I changed it.
It would have been really good.
Oh no! I rolled a 5 for an 8 for
I
initiative.
rolled a 4.
I'm
Here's
gonna
a
go
handful. Pick one. Since we might need it.
Oh, my knee. I'm walking through.
Oh, you do.
I mean, there's These are old cards, so there's probably more, but that might take too long to look through.
There's Moonbeam and Sunbeam.
Mm-hmm. I thought you'd like that.
That's fun.
All right. What did you roll for your initiative? Knollbun?
4.
4. Okay.
I'm on the bottom.
15 plus 15.
15. Okay. I'm gonna put us over to
I made a mistake with my spells.
battle camp.
I'm scared.
This is gonna go poorly. We took a long. Oh, I can reset my spell slots.
May need your assistance in rotating or switching the battle cam so that
Okay.
our viewers can see.
Oh, this is an interesting position. Okay.
Yeah, you can you're
I
free to
wanna
move
move
it all on
topics.
that whole table, and you can move that microphone if you need to out of the way, and you can adjust our accordingly. So.
You know what? It might be better if it helps you to.
You should be able to see it on the screen there. So you can,
Oh, it's super zoomed in. Huh?
yeah, I got it zoomed in pretty far. There you go. That's kind of cool. A cool shot. Maybe down just a little bit. There you go.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a
If,
lot.
there's no little bit with that. There you go. Here's the Emerald Fate approaches with the skeleton.
Emerald
holder.
Destiny.
Oh, excuse me. The Emerald
just-
Destiny.
No. That's not what
We're
we're
thinking
doing.
Emerald Fate. Okay.
The Emerald Fate also.
Did you roll initiative already, Sam?
I rolled an 8.
8. Okay.
Oh my.
So,
Did we roll for Copic?
can somebody roll? Can somebody play Copics?
I probably.
He
can
sent
figure
a text message that
He
had a
did
link to his
send a
character
link.
sheet.
You got it,
Yes.
I don't know if anybody is capable of accessing it to
I'll
be
look.
able to use it. I might be able to grab it if I
Oh,
need
do
to.
we need to roll for Scratches and Marlin? And...
Why don't we just do maybe one initiative for the entire crew,
Oh, yeah,
That
okay.
makes sense.
and
Okay.
it would
The
be
crew-
a lot easier.
What was your
Got an
initiative?
18.
18. Okay.
I got Kopic's character sheet. I'm gonna do a long rest for him.
And Kopic's initiative, I'm just gonna do it now. Well, I don't know why I did 2.
Oh,
That one.
I can't manage his hit points or anything because it's his account. But I can do his spells and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll just write down. some
And what was
points.
your...
Hmm?
What was your...
Mine's 15. The crew's 18.
Okay.
You
Crew's
put,
gonna be...
put a minions right below Willow.
Okay. Brown minions is the crew. Or actually, we're gonna make mini boss the crew. Willow's upside down for no reason.
It happens.
And then there.
Oh, also here's these. You need a crew sheet and a Gleep sheet. There's those two. If you'd like to do anything special. Now, you guys can also say, the crew is doing this to keep the ship on course, because you guys are still weaving through these
Yeah.
icebergs. So there's also that. If you choose to, attack with everybody, then the ship is completely, at a disadvantage of being able to weave through the icebergs. All right, so
First is going... This is the crew, the 18.
oh yeah, so the crew. So what do you guys command the crew to do as this is taking place?
I would say anybody with range spells. And people who are just managing the boat. Like Lyda keeps driving, Cog keeps moving the sails, or pulling up the sails, and maybe running to each side of the boat to help lean it.
Okay.
Yeah, Kopic can stay on the left side of the boat. Or not Kopic, Cog.
Call yeah.
Stays
Okay.
on the left side of the boat. And then everybody else just... we don't need everybody crowded at the front. I think they're fine. Just battle ready.
Yeah.
Okay. The
So we
crew's
got a lot of
battle
people.
ready. All right.
I
Lyda's
say
still continuing
Marlon.
to take the wheel.
I said Marlon attack. With a
Yeah,
ranged
Marlon
attack.
can attack, and Gleep can shoot an arrow.
Okay, sure.
Do we want Scratches in battle or Scratches help with the crew?
Scratches help with the crew right now.
Scratches also doesn't have any ranged, I don't think.
He has a hand crossbow.
Not worried about
He can climb up and help with
little
sails.
dinks right now.
And these guys are probably within what would be like 50 or 60 feet. So
Okay.
what would Marlin and Gleep like to do? Is that Gleep up there or Flick?
That is Gleep.
Okay. I think Gleep's the druid, right?
Yes. He's got... Wait a minute. Yeah, languages, common and druidic and goblin. He knows the language of the druids.
Oh, I forgot to recharge my stuff.
Marlin's gonna shatter on the center of the four of them.
Oh boy.
Shatter is a second level spell.
Since it's been like a week, could I assume I have all charges back?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
a con save of probably, I don't know where spellcasting modifier is.
It should be in
it's
where
plus
it says
3.
spellcasting. There's a section in there that says spellcasting because I remember typing it in there. Should say DC
14.
14.
Yep. So con
Constitution?
14.
Okay. So the one in the back left gets a natural 20.
Nice. It's a 10-foot sphere, so it should hit all 4 of
It
them.
will hit all of them. Yep.
Back
That
left.
is in the back right is a failure.
Okay.
Front left is a failure,
Mm-hmm.
and front right is also a failure.
All
All
so
right.
So one succeeds.
half as much on a successful save. So 3d8. 11 points of thunder damage.
And
I forgot
half to
that
the ones
Gleep
that
has
succeed.
Magic Stone.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So
I forgot that Gleep
5
has
points.
Magic Stone.
Okay. The 3 that failed
Yeah.
all like scream out and then fall into the icy water.
Oh no. They're probably friendly.
And the one that succeeded is still up but like teetering
Okay.
on top of the iceberg.
Silas is gonna yell hold.
Okay.
that was too fast. Hold.
Oh, sure, Captain.
Okay.
So does
Y'all
Gleep
murdered him.
does Gleep hold?
No.
Okay.
Because Gleep, 1, probably can't hear him too well. And 2, he's so nervous that he's just like, oh, okay, hold. He doesn't hold.
He doesn't. Okay.
No.
What's he doing?
They were probably nice.
He's got his bow.
Tricked us.
Okay.
He said roll initiative.
And they
They look like they had arrows
Arrows.
knocked pointed towards your ship. So
Heroes.
yeah.
All right. So,
Boat.
Boat. Okay.
10.
Pull him out of the water.
Yeah,
10 to hit.
yeah.
The individual like wreathing from the magical thunder that just like erupted around and seeing all their friends kind of like just disperse into the water around. Ducks last minute and the arrow like sticks into the iceberg.
That was good.
Wait, damn it!
Hold!
He's like, I didn't hit him, it's fine.
Willow, it is your turn.
I would like to fly closer
Okay.
and
Thanks. I love Kit Kats.
I'm gonna ask them to put down their weapon.
Okay.
You're supposed to say weapons, weren't you?
Okay.
But it was one person.
One.
You do that. Go ahead and make a. I guess this would be intimidation since you just kind of like slaughtered the other 3 that were on the.
They're fine. They slipped. It's
You
fine.
can choose either
I'll pull them out
intimidate
of the
or
water.
persuasion. Your choice.
Sorry. Of course, D&D Beyond breaks.
What are you trying to do?
I wanted to.
Just roll it. And you
I don't
Your
remember-
modifier is
I don't know what my
probably-
modifier is. Ooh. Well, that's a 6.
6. Okay.
10 at best.
It's broken.
Is it deception or is it, what is it?
I'll save you from having to find it. One thing that you notice as you're kind of saying this, you look beyond and you can see like there's another iceberg kind of to the right coming up. I can't put it on there right now. It looks
Plus
like
zero.
there's a few more people standing on it.
Interesting.
Ahead.
Okay.
So try.
I'm gonna yell that back to everybody. There's more people.
Okay. So who is Brown Minions?
Round minions
Was
is the
Yeah.
bad guys.
that guy.
So
Okay.
does he listen?
Actually takes the arrow and fires it at
Rude.
you.
All right, it's over.
Very rude.
And that is going to miss terribly. The arrow just goes flying by you. Doesn't even come close.
He embarrassed himself.
Silas, you're up.
Yeah. I cast. Where'd it go? Oh, it's a bit level spell. I cast Far Step.
Okay.
You better go.
And I'm gonna walk up here, and then thunder loud and hear it, and I'm gonna appear right next to him,
Just
and
do.
I'm gonna grab his arm where that he's got his bow on.
Okay.
Hold.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh, damn it!
Sure. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. You got it.
That's fine.
Kopik and then Obu. So what would you guys like Kopik to do in this situation?
Well, we would like Kopik to hold
What we
that.
want him to do and what he's going to do are two different things.
I'll say since like he's not here to play his character, like you guys can like just play him as a group.
I think he
doesn't have to be,
sees
like-
me do what I do and doesn't engage.
Yeah,
yet.
because he probably wouldn't
Yeah.
put you in
He'd
danger.
be probably trying to figure out how to jump into the water and swim over there.
He'll probably try to jump the distance.
Because he can breathe underwater with his breathing underwater cap.
Can.
They're,
But his armor sinks into the bottom.
oh my god.
It's like a cannonball tied to his ankle.
Yep.
But he can breathe underwater. I think he'll wait.
I don't think that's what Matthew would do, but
Well, he's not even.
Yeah. Captain! Silas. I can shoot the other people if you want me to.
For the third time. Fourth time. Hold!
Fine! I cast Dispel Magic. I want to see if I can figure out specifically or what's going on, so I want to cast Dispel Magnets
magnets.
Spell magnets, okay.
on
Everything falls off the refrigerator.
Yeah.
on like the general coldness, if I can do that. Either that or I want to focus it on the. Do you guys think I should focus it on the iceberg because it's so uncharacteristic that it's part of a thing, or should I cast it on the person?
I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
I don't know how to spell magic
Read
words.
me the description
I think
of
it's
the spell
a
magic.
target an item or creature.
Creature, object, or magical effect
Okay.
within range. I want to do it on the coldness, and I want to cast it at 5th level
Cool.
because I don't know where this is coming from, and I don't like it.
Okay. Sure. Here's what I'll do. I will say you're casting it on the coldness.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that you do. Well, after you cast it,
Mhm.
you feel the tropical warmth again. The mist is still there,
Okay.
but you're not sure if like your dispel was big enough to like have an overall effect on
Just
everything,
right here.
or
Or
if
if
it
it's
was just
local.
a localized
Okay.
place. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it does work, but you're not sure for how long and for what extent.
I go, okay.
So everybody's kind of all of a sudden warm.
They're all
like it's-
sweating.
I'm just like, what's happening?
All of the icebergs start to melt just a little bit.
Yeah,
Global
yeah, Silas,
warming.
you're probably like, as you're standing on an iceberg, it's like, oh,
No?
now it's warm. It's like really warm now. Now, granted, the water's probably still cold,
That'll take a while.
so it'll take it a while.
Sorry, it didn't work. I mean, it worked. Kinda.
All right, so that's the end of the round. So we go to the top of the second round. So
So,
what happens is, so what we have to do is we have to move the icebergs up in their same general position, probably by about like, maybe, yeah, about halfway. So basically, to simulate the ship still moving, we're just going to move the icebergs up, and then other icebergs come into view.
He's going to mean to wipe it on you too.
I was like, no.
Mike, why did you use glitter?
Oh yeah, it's glitter. Glitter, glitter, glitter. It's got to shine, you know?
It does. They look very fancy.
They do look very fancy.
Oh, there's no glitter on
I
me.
spent a lot of time on them. So.
Oh, they look very pretty.
You know that
Are
map
pretty.
that
How
I
did you
promised
do
forever
it?
on? Still haven't made
We
it yet.
haven't even started
I
yet.
have children.
So there's these
He-
critters on this iceberg.
Okay.
Not babies, though.
And you see one
They were.
other.
Huh?
At one point,
Yeah, but he wasn't making maps.
he was. He's always been making maps.
On this little iceberg over here.
It's really
Kind of in the distance, a little far off. There's a little penguin. Right there.
Is he real?
Somebody
Little
teleported the
We have
whole
to
ice.
take him.
What's
Snow-
happening?
We have to
Sun's
take the
not going.
penguin.
Yeah, a little penguin. Chilling.
Why is it so cold? Oh no, the penguin's warm. This isn't good, I think.
Alright, so I need you to put another put mini you got mini boss. Put minions under the brown minions. And then put boss. What was yours? 8?
Yeah. Mine was 4. His
rolled
was
an
8.
You rolled an 8. Okay, so right above Obu is where we'll put boss. And
Kopik is a 6.
just because I ran out of initiative trackers. Okay, so crew gets to go. They're approaching some of those icebergs and they're getting kind of close.
Continue manning the ship.
I'm not there anymore. Lida has to make choices in the crew.
Okay, well,
Yeah, continue maintaining a slowing down pace and try and avoid. That's their general directive at the moment.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Why don't you go ahead and make a roll for Lida again to try to keep the ship steering away from.
If you look at the camera, the
Does it
little
count?
That does
the
not
little
count.
guy right here.
Oh yeah,
He's
like
right
chilling up, yeah.
15.
15. Oh yeah, she's able to successfully steer away from. She's going to steer away and miss this iceberg as you guys are getting close.
Thank you.
What about the rest of the crew continuing to hold and
Yes.
just manage the ship?
Yep.
Okay. Willow.
Great question. Are you holding that guy's bow?
I'm holding his wrist where he's holding the bow.
I'm gonna swoop down with Rowan and use fly. I'm gonna fly by,
Okay.
and I want him to use his talons and knock the bow out of his hands into the water.
Okay. Go ahead and make it. Just go ahead and use your claw attack against them. And what I'll say is it won't do any damage, but it will take the weapon away.
15.
15. You successfully do it. As the bow goes, just splashes into the water.
There you go.
Why are we being nice all of a sudden?
I don't think they're supposed to be here.
I don't think any of this is supposed to be here, but they are shooting at us. I don't know. Have you talked to the guy yet? What does he have to say?
Working on it.
Talk faster!
6 seconds here. I don't have a lot of time.
Become a chatty Cathy!
Okay.
Turtle.
Willow's turn ended, bringing us to that individual with the bow and arrow. So technically, you use your action to far step, right? It was an action to cast it.
So casting time is a bonus action.
Okay.
In the first cast, you teleport 60 feet. And then on each of your turns before it ends, you can use bonus action again to teleport. So I didn't use my action except for just to grab his wrist.
So you were trying to. So you want to make it like a grapple check as an action to kind of grapple that person.
If he breaks free, he breaks free. I don't think I'm trying to like strong arm him.
Okay.
I'm in a calm way. Hold, please.
Okay.
Oh, please.
This individual all of a sudden just, with your hand on its wrist, tries to like pull its wrist down and then shoulder you into the water.
Okay.
So,
Why is
and
he so
I'm going to
mean?
grant disadvantage. Is this a contested check? Because of the icy glacier that you're standing.
So I have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage. Oh boy.
Just checking. And this isn't.
It would be athletics.
Oops. $17 plus stuff. Plus 17.
17?
Yeah. Oh, disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, disadvantage.
11.
11. Rolled an 18.
Okay.
So you were shoved and you slip and you fall into the icy water next to the.
So,
Told you so.
question. Well, it's not my turn anymore, so I can't use an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get tossed into the water, and then as part of its movement, she rather. You go splash into the water,
Okay.
runs and leaps and jumps
What?
all the way onto the deck of the ship.
Nice.
What's she made of? Rubber bands?
Rubber band man.
Sorry.
So that was her whole turn.
Okay.
This fellow right here gets to go next. So what he's going to do is he is going to move this way, and he leaps over to this iceberg here and lands, stops here, and then where are we at in our mission order? Yellow minions. That's this guy right here. He looks towards the deck of the ship and is going to actually he looks like he's casting a spell, and his skin kind of like takes a different texture.
That
to
guy?
it. The little goblin guy in the
Okay.
back there.
See him.
His
Yep.
skin.
His skin kind of changes. Almost looks like it takes the texture of a tree or bark.
Okay.
I'd be like, I know what you're doing! Stop it!
Silas, upon falling into the water, you take 6 points of cold damage from the icy cold water. And,
I don't have resistance. Never mind.
and Silas, it's actually your turn.
Okay, 6 points. Okay, I'm gonna poke my head out of the water so I can see. So I'm not underwater. And then I will bonus action burst up again.
Yeah.
And then this should be 60 feet.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm gonna come over here to this big guy.
The thunder creates like this little wave of water that
Nice.
splashes out where you teleport from.
And I am going to actually, yeah, I'm gonna grab his arm again, or this person's arm,
Okay.
and say, "We are not your enemy," and I'm going to hold an action this time.
Okay.
Or hold a spell.
Hold the spell?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. You got it.
That's my turn.
That's your turn? Okay. What would you guys have Kopic do?
I feel like Kopic would try to knock her out.
He would also shoulder check her.
Off the
Off
boat.
of a-
Yeah.
Alright.
Actually, yeah, that's gonna be accurate.
Somebody want to make an athletics check for Kopic?
Is Kristen roll, and I'll give you his bonus.
17.
Yeah, it's really going to be really high. Plus 8.
Oh, yeah. I rolled like a 3.
A distance.
Flying into the water, splashing into that water. And...
Get off the boat!
He's going to look
Yeah.
in happiness.
Oh, yeah. It's
Pretty cold, isn't it?
that tall figure. Is that who you grabbed? Was the
Yeah.
tall figure?
Yeah, big guy.
Okay. All right, that tall figure.
Wait, is it a polar bear man? Or is he wearing
That
a
is
polar
a
bear?
Goliath, like
Oh.
Kopic.
Okay, I see.
A polar bear man.
I saw the polar bear.
Oh my god, if that's a Goliath like Kopic might
Kopic is a big man.
want to talk to them. I don't know Kopic's
No, they would just start hitting each other.
Oh,
Okay, what was the trigger for your held spell?
Any offensive?
All right. Well, he's going to try to attack you. So you will trigger your.
Yeah. So a 5-foot sphere in front of me. I'm casting Watery Sphere. I'm going to try and capture both of them, or at least him.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Sure. Yeah, you could get them both.
Make sure it's cold.
Okay. The sphere can hover no more than 10 feet off the ground. Any creature in the sphere space must make a strength saving throw. So strength 15.
Strength 15.
Yep.
Saving throw. Goliath fails.
Okay.
What?
Rolled an 8. And the other figure, that little guy, natural 1.
Okay.
Ooh, now
So they're
floating.
both restrained within the sphere, and and
Okay.
I will take a step back. I'm sure he might swipe at me, but
They're restrained, so they have disadvantage on anything
Yeah.
they try to do. You took a step back.
yeah.
Okay. Well, you held an action, so you couldn't move.
Oh, right, because it's not my turn.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So he's going to try to attack you through the sphere.
Okay.
So disadvantage.
I'm just
He
gonna
has
kill
a
him.
spear, so he's going to try to attack you with the spear. He can make 2 attacks with his spear. That's a good thing, because that was a natural 20 and a 3. So the first one's going to miss,
Yep.
and the second, another 3. They both miss.
Nice. Stick up my tongue.
It doesn't do any damage to them.
No.
No,
No
just
damage.
restrains them.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so they're both restrained. And Obu.
That penguin is worrisome.
He's looking at you funny.
It's gonna turn into a penguin dragon.
Can I just kill him?
Penguins and dragons.
Can I just kill him?
We already killed 3. It's up to you. I keep telling them to stop.
Yeah, and they don't think they're listening.
You do whatever you want.
Do you?
You do you, girl.
Here, could you guys put those on there just so I'm probably gonna stop us mid-battle here so we can reset for next time. But I want to make sure those are in the picture so I
I'm
remember.
going to summon Draconic Spirit.
Whoa.
You're gonna murder them.
I
Yay.
just saw I had it. I'm gonna hit him with Produce Flame.
Okay.
And be like, I'm sick of this shit.
Okay. Who are you throwing it at?
Little guy that's too close.
In the water or over here?
The one
Over
on the
here.
iceberg.
Over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy? Okay.
It's a 21.
It's a 21 to hit. Oh, yeah, you hit. You have
Okay.
damage.
11.
11 points of damage.
Mhm.
Good.
That guy goes, "Ah!" and falls into the water.
Stop killing them.
I am sick of this. You've tried to hold one guy's hand, hold the other guy's hand, and nobody wants to hold hands with you, Silas. Get in the boat and let's go!
And at that, hearing "get in the boat and let's go,"
Yeah.
that's where we're going to end this episode
Hey.
of Dirty 20.
Nobody wants to hold your hand.